And you're probably all wondering why I've asked you here tonight, but I
licking my teeth. I'm so excited. I don't just licking them.
Roll your eyes too. You got to roll your eyes. You got to roll your tongue. You got to, yeah. That is the best video clip in the history of video clips.
It was so good without sound to try and figure out what the hell it was.
Yeah, it's got to be. Obviously, I had the advantage of knowing what it was from and everything when I played it the first time, but I can't imagine not knowing what this is about and then seeing this without sound, trying to figure out what the hell. I mean, Britt was kind of right. It looks like, he's copping a feel and she's starting to realize it, and now she likes it. Yeah,
You know what else? But you know what else it could be? They could have just done some serious gummers. Mm-hmm. And now their lips and it's all numb, so they're just like tripping on it.
Oh, man. All right. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. Great to have everybody here as we kick off a weekend Friday night program here. I'm hoping that we are live everywhere we are supposed to be live.
Looks like it.
I never know for sure. I don't know if there's audio half the time. Do we have audio?
Don't know.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
You turn them up. Got them?
Yes, we have audio.
Wow. Get ready, because there's going to be a nuclear explosion somewhere in the next half hour here, because we don't usually start with everything working. So,
it won't end that way.
No, we will pay for that along the way.
Well, remember last time we got 10 minutes in before it blew up.
Well, last time we got 10 minutes in, and we had a great conversation going on. The only problem was no one could hear it. It was
some of the best conversation we've ever had.
Yeah, no, it was some of our best work without question.
Material.
We paid professional writers to help us come up with that routine. Wow. Oh, man.
Not more.
We're gonna do the bulk of tonight. We're going to do something it's kind of special to me, because I think I've told everybody my story about Conrad Brooks. Have I not? Didn't I tell that story, Valdo, when you and I watched Ironbound Vampire, whatever that was?
Yep.
And just to remind people, I met Conrad Brooks at his home, and I use home in air quotes because it was squalor. And what a great guy. And Conrad Brooks, of course, an actor who was part of the Ed Wood group of actors, was in a bunch of Ed Wood movies, including Plan 9 from Outer Space. Was never really a successful actor in any way. He always had these usually non-speaking roles where he would just stand and, he probably wasn't an actor in any sense of the form. But anyway, when I was there visiting him toward the end of my stay with him, he started going through piles of DVDs and VHSs that he had in his bedroom, because that was the only room that was inhabitable. We were sitting in the bedroom. And he's like, oh, you should have this one, JV. You should have this one, JV. And he's like throwing these into a pile for me. And I'm like, oh, that's really sweet of him to want me to have all these films that he had something to do with.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why were you at his house?
Because I developed a friendship with him. He was supposed to come to Scaricon one year, and he ended up not being able to do it. He was in his 80s at the time. He's passed away since. But I just became friendly with him, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go down and visit him, because he used to call me like 3 times a day, and it got to the point where I wouldn't take the calls because I just couldn't. I didn't have the time to sit and chat with him all the time. But I still had this friendship with him, and I decided that I wanted to go meet him and and say hello and whatever.
And how far did you drive for him?
He lived in West Virginia, near Winchester, Virginia. It was probably a 6 or 7 hour drive each way.
So it was a road trip for you.
It was a road trip for me. So anyway, I'm in it.
Was it worth it?
What?
Was it worth it?
Yes, it was well worth it. Yes.
Okay.
So,
Just curious.
Toward the end of my stay with Conrad, he's throwing these, oh, you need this DVD, you need this VHS, you need this, oh, this is a great movie, you should have this, JV. And he's throwing them into a pile. And I know at the end of it, I say, okay, I'm ready to go. Thank you, Conrad, for these movies. This is really, really terrific. He said, yeah, don't worry about it. He said, it's $10 for each DVD and $5 for each VHS. And I'm like,
what?
I thought you were giving these to me. I never said what I did. Now, this man lived in absolute squalor. So I'm thinking, okay, he needs the money. I'm not going to. It was fun. It was comical to me. I said, Conrad, I don't have that kind of money on me. It would have been like $500. I don't have that kind of money on me. I said, but when I get back, he said, well, when you get back, just send me a check. I said, okay. So when I got home, I went through all the films. And there were a bunch of them in there that were actually like, Maltese Falcon or some just standard films, nothing to do with him that he threw into this pile. So I selected the ones that I really wanted to have, threw the rest in a box, wrote the check for the difference, and sent it all back to him. So anyway, that's a long story to get to the fact that this film that I have in my hands right now is one of the films that I kept. And I thought it'd be fun tonight to do kind of a movie thing and show this film and, have our usual fun with it. Now, I won't say the title, and I hope you can read this. I know we're in little boxes in the screen here, and I can't enlarge it without changing everything, but I'm going to hold this up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Conrad Brooks in FART, the movie.
Conrad Brooks. Now, I also want you to take note of this DVD cover, okay? This is clearly inkjet printed.
Yeah.
And on a white piece of paper stuck in this DVD thing. There's nothing on the back.
No.
It says Conrad Brooks in Fart the movie. Okay? Now, when we watch this film, and I have not watched it other than getting it ready to play tonight. I've never seen this. But when you watch it, take note that the cover says Conrad Brooks in Fart the movie. And when you see the credits for the film in the beginning, Conrad Brooks is not mentioned. So I don't even know if he's actually in this movie or he was just in the habit of taking film DVDs and putting his picture on them, his name, and pretending he was in them. I don't know. We'll find out as we watch this. But I thought that would be fun. That would be fun tonight. But before we do that, Britt, you had something you wanted to do.
Well, I don't know. I just you said that all you had was this fart movie, and I was like, that's fun. But do we have anything else? So I did search around for some top. Okay,
let me hold on. I gracefully passed it to you to present your material. You had to immediately throw me under the bus. Is that what
It's called fart.
So, but you had to immediately say, well, you didn't have anything else. All you had was a stupid fart movie. You didn't do any work this week. So, I tried to pull us out of the fire here. I mean, that's basically what you just said.
Because that's what you say to me all the time. especially when you're reviving me or trying to buy me back.
In Call of Duty, I'm definitely doing that all the time. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Actually, honestly, I am looking forward to Fart the movie because do we know what the acronym is for?
No.
Or is it literally fart?
No, we don't. And it is F period, A period, R period, T period. So we don't know.
Here we go.
We don't know yet.
So anyway, so I got a couple of top tens. I was just looking for something to ramble about. So I got three. I pulled three. One of them was things that attract a woman to a man instantly, and which is okay. But the one the last two I found, which I saved, was one is the top 10 things that happened 20 years ago from this year. And then the next one is 100 years ago from this year. Oh.
Okay.
And I was surprised at the shit that happened 20 years ago. And then I was really surprised at 100 years ago. So I thought that was kind of an interesting
juxtaposition. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Juxtaposition to what we got going down today.
Hard word for Brits. So, hard words for Brits.
Yes, do not ask me to spell it. So, do we want to go with the attraction, or do we want to go with the stuff?
You pick one that you want to do for certain. If we feel like at the end we can do the other, or we can save it for next week.
All right, I'm going to pull up the. Why won't you work now? Sorry, my freaking life.
Oh, here we go.
Oh no, I got it right here. We're golden. It just, I thought I have it on a Word thing. I thought I would, I could just click on it and hyperlink to it,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to copy and paste.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 15 things turning 20 this year. 15 things.
Okay.
Knock that ad down. So.
What is that?
Can we hear that?
What is that?
Oh, sorry. I don't know.
That was horrible.
Ugh.
It was like chalk on or fingernails on a chalkboard, or chalkboard on fingernails. So the world's largest airport opened up 20 years ago. Do we know? North America's largest airport, actually.
Is that Denver?
North America's largest. Yep, Denver. 20 years ago this year it opened. It's only been open up 20 years.
Wow.
I thought it was longer than that.
Remember the controversy, though? Remember, first of all, the controversy. Remember, weren't there major problems with this? They had, when they opened it, they had this high tech.
The luggage.
Yeah, the luggage system was high tech or whatever, and it didn't work, and there was all sorts of problems with it when they first opened it.
The luggage system was the most state of the art and the fastest. You were supposed to be able. I don't know if you've been. Actually, JV, have you actually driven into Denver and then flown out of it?
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to just pit stopping through?
Absolutely, sure.
So you literally, where you drive in and check your baggage in, and then when you get to the terminal is miles.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So the luggage system has to handle all that.
Yeah.
I just distinctly remember the story and then the photo of it, of 7,000 pieces of luggage got sent off to a terminal under construction, and it was just launched because it wasn't completed. So it was just a huge pile. It was like Bandini Mountain of luggage.
So
there are still people to this day that never got their luggage back from Denver.
But there is still rumors and discussion that that airport has some alternate uses or something, like there's an underground complex or something that's related to the government. I mean, there's all sorts of rumors about the Denver airport.
Well, is it Shasta Mountain where the NORAD is?
I don't know, but let's just say NORAD. Yeah.
The nuclear bunker's in the Rocky Mountains right there. So supposedly, you land there and then you go underground all the way to where the bunker is at. Because the story is that there was dump trucks coming out of this one tunnel for years after the airport was done under construction.
Yeah, and then there's also the murals have secret messages in them, and there's stuff like that.
What is it? Skull and crossbones, and
the roof had something to do with it too. It's all those pointed kind of circus tent kind of.
Yeah. And that crazy horse statue that looks like it's possessed.
Yeah, it's blue with glowing red eyes. That's
it's so crazy.
It's like, oh my god! Wow. The other interesting fact about it is that the reason the runways are so spread out, because one runway you land, which I've landed on many times, and then you taxi for 25 minutes because it is literally 7 miles away from the terminal. So you're like taking a plane ride on the ground. But they say there is enough room there for every VIP government official plane to land and then be pushed off to the side for more to come in. Wow. So you could land all these planes, push them off to the side, and then they go up to the bunker.
So that was 20 years ago. 20 years ago.
20 years ago that opened up.
Which would be what? So 2000, we're saying.
Yeah.
The year 2000.
2000. Yeah. That was also the year that Selena was murdered. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Yeah, that was sad. But the other big thing was that's when the Oklahoma bombing was. Timothy McVeigh.
Oh, really? The Oklahoma City bombing? Wow.
April 19th. I didn't realize that was. I thought that was like longer ago. I didn't realize that was only 20 years ago.
Wow.
Also, the last episode of Full House aired.
Yeah, I never watched a single episode of Full House, so I'm not really. It really wasn't much of an issue for me. I'm sorry.
It's also the year that Christopher Reeves broke his neck.
Oh wow! Yeah, equestrian accident. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I didn't realize that. South Africa won the rugby champion. Don't care about that. Hugh Grant was arrested for his lewd conduct that year.
was his lewd conduct hiring a prostitute? Isn't that what it was?
Yeah, it was the prostitute that was Divine Brown on the Sunset Strip, which was also a transvestite. Also, I'm sure Valdo will be very sad about this. The Grateful Dead played their last concert, July 9th, 2000.
When did Jerry Garcia die?
95.
No, 2000.
No.
Oh, see, it says it was a bad year for Deadheads. Earlier that summer, over 100 fans were injured when a deck at a concert site collapsed. Another concert cancellation led to rioting. Then, mere weeks after their final show in Chicago, lead guitarist Jerry Garcia died of heart failure.
In 2000?
No,
that's what it says.
No. I have a shirt that says Garcia, 1942 to 1995.
Well, I mean, there were a lot of people thought he was dead long before he died.
Well, that's fair. It was not 2000.
Well, it was.
This is from
1990. This is 1995.
That's 25 years ago.
Wait a minute, Britt. Are all these things that you're talking about from 1995, not from 2000?
Well, it says 15 things turning 20, and then now that I've expanded my screen, it says in 2015. So yeah, these things are 25 years old.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me right now?
In the URL description, it says 20 years ago. So.
Oh.
I was getting more and more magazine. So I'm like,
no wonder it seemed like it was longer ago that Denver Airport opened, because it was.
I mean, it's only 5 years. But...
Oh man.
Yeah, okay, so 25 years ago.
And you threw me under the bus to do this?
Of course, absolutely. eBay went live 25 years ago. It seems like eBay's been a part of our life since I was a kid. The original Toy Story opened that year, 25 years ago, and Operation Desert Storm officially ended, even though we never pulled our troops out.
It's really confusing if that was.
I think we're still there to this day.
Wow.
What was Calvin and Hobbes? That was a comic strip, right?
Yeah, that was the boy and his tiger. Yeah, I actually loved Calvin. I have several of the books. The Calvin and Hobbes books.
Oh, okay.
I do too.
Well, December 31st, 25 years ago, it ceased being printed.
Yeah. Wow.
And then Jagged Little Pill was album of the year that year.
Alanis Morissette. Wow.
Alanis Morissette.
That was a flash in the pan too. She came on like gangbusters with that album, and then really couldn't follow it up with anything.
Yeah, that was sad. She was actually a pretty nice person. All right, so this was one that tripped me out 100 years ago, but now I got to look at the date.
Is it 105 years ago, Britt, or is it 100?
So this was posted January 1st, 2020.
Oh, so this is actually 100.
Good.
Yeah, so what happened 100 years ago?
1920.
I didn't realize this, but women received the right to vote only 100 years ago. I thought it was longer.
Yeah, 1920. Yep.
That was only 100 years ago. Our population was 106 million. What are we at now? 300 million?
330 million.
5.2. Yeah. The most well, what do you think the most popular boy's name, and girl's name for that matter, was a decade ago?
A decade ago or 100 years ago?
100 years.
A decade. Yeah, decade. Yeah, right.
Decade's 10 years.
No, century.
Century ago.
Well,
so is this article written in 1930? Is that what you're saying? Did you find something written in 1930?
No, it's under the 100-year list, but it said. I bet you they meant century, and they wrote decade. Fuck, come on, copy editors.
Okay, so
anyway, it was Robert and Mary.
Bob and Mary. What did I say?
Yeah, isn't there a college of something like that, or is it William and Mary?
That's William.
William and Mary, or was it Jack and Jill went up the hill?
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think a first-class stamp cost?
3 cents.
Ooh.
2 cents.
Ah, okay. I am a philatelist, or I used to be anyway.
Are you now?
What is a philatelist?
I am too.
Excuse me, what'd you call me? What is a philatelist?
Stamp collector.
Oh, interesting.
I had a much different
I did
view
not
on
know
that.
this.
Is that like this is your life, that show where you hear a voice come in, whoops, not there, hang on. Where you hear a voice come in from the unknown?
I've been listening to since Britt was talking about the Grateful Dead.
when he realized that he was talking about 25 years ago and not 20. Okay.
Right.
So check this shit out. 100 years ago, there was a bombing on Wall Street. It was a horse-drawn wagon, killing more than 36 people and wounding several hundred.
A horse-drawn wagon filled with explosives?
Yeah. It remains unsolved to this day.
It's not like the kid.
I thought car bombings were a modern thing, but apparently not. The Amish were in on it.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Apparently there was what became known as Palm Sunday tornadoes in the Midwest. 150 people died. What a shit ton of ruin. Band-Aid. Band-Aid is 100 years old.
Oh, neat.
Now this I didn't know. So Baby Ruth candy bars is 100 years old. It was turn of the century. Do you know what Babe Ruth was named after? I always assumed it was Babe Ruth.
Wait a minute. What, the candy was named after, or the slugger was named after?
The candy bar. Babe Ruth the candy bar came out.
Is it Babe Ruth or is it Baby Ruth?
It's Baby Ruth. I'm sorry. It is Baby Ruth.
Yeah.
I always just assumed it was Babe Ruth. It was named after. No, it's named after Ruth Cleveland, the daughter of the president.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think that's all I got. Eddie Bauer's Sports Shop opened in Seattle. Is it still around? Is that a big thing?
Eddie Bauer. Eddie Bauer.
That's still around. Eddie Bauer's still around.
Eddie Bauer, Britt.
Oh, the car, like the upgrade.
Well, it's a clothing.
That is one of the upgrades.
It is. It's kind of a clothing outdoor sportswear retailer, and they do it like they do license their name to like cars that do an Eddie Bauer edition and those kind of things. But Eddie Bauer, I'm wearing an Eddie Bauer shirt right now. In fact.
Oh, sports shop. I was thinking like a sports bar. I didn't know that.
Oh my God, this is a comedy of errors here. This is hilarious.
I'm guessing Eddie died a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
He probably did.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. All right, that's all I got in those.
We're still not 100% convinced we're talking about the same century that we think we are, because these dates are all messed up.
We started off the wrong decade.
Anyway, okay, well, that's good.
Shit happened a long time ago.
That's fun. That's fun, though. It's fun thinking about that stuff. You know what always amazes me is that, I mean, first of all, we're obviously using the technology of the internet and PC technology just to do this program in ways that we never would have imagined possible. But the fact that the internet seems like, first of all, it's such an important part of our lives, but it really hasn't been as crucial for that long. And it hasn't been around that long.
Still.
No.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, about 20 years is really when, about the year 2000. I mean, there were a lot of .coms. The whole .com bust on Wall Street was the year 2000. But there was, that was about started to get attention and become something that people were finding uses for, other than just looking up stupid websites.
When did we ever AOL
it became useful?
AOL accounts had to be in the 90s.
The early 90s.
Yeah, early 90s. You used to get those floppy disks in the mail all the time. 30 free hours. Oh, my God.
That's right.
I got addicted. Even pre-AOL, there was an online service called Genie, and it was created by GE, General Electric. And, it was all text and green screen, but I got addicted to a game that was on that platform called Space Command or something stupid. And it was all text. It was all, like symbols and text. There was no graphics. And I played, but it was, they charged you by the minute. And I remember racking up like hundreds of dollars in bills playing this stupid game. And I actually had to like go cold turkey and not play because I became addicted. And I didn't have that kind of money then. And that was a real lesson there. So
the AOL chat rooms were much cheaper.
I never did AOL. I never had an AOL account. Never did it.
I remember one night that I was in one chat room in AOL one night, and somebody was
What
well,
was the name of
they
the
had to have
chat
been
room?
pretending, but they were making it like they were committing suicide.
Oh boy.
So- and like the keys, you could tell the person's like typing, and then there's the keys, the characters are spacing themselves out, dropping off, and like I just took a bottle of pills, and passing out. It's like, and all these
The
people are like,
first,
"Oh my God, call 911! Where do you live?" And stuff. I'm like, this person's in Taiwan, and they're joking.
Yeah.
the first internet hoax.
Oh, that was like a fart in church. Speaking of fart, do we want to watch this movie?
The segue.
Yeah.
Do we? Are we ready for this? Sacco, you ready for Fart the movie?
Always ready for farts. Fart anything.
Fart the movie. Now, as per usual, watching this, it's sped up so we can get through it a little quicker. And we'll stop it on occasion to comment on what we're seeing here. Now, remember, I'm going to show you this DVD cover again. Conrad Brooks in
That's the guy we're looking.
Fart the movie on and the cover is like a white piece of paper, inkjet printed, nothing on the back. All right, let's watch Fart the movie.
Hey, JV, can you fix the squiggly at the bottom there? Can you adjust the tracking?
No. I didn't even notice it until you brought it up.
You look so happy.
That's a better quality of movie than
Shenandoah Soren. That's the name he was born with, right?
Cow. Oh.
You know what he's doing?
Oh, that's the greatest crack ever.
Curly Smith, original screenplay by Curly Smith.
Oh, there's Conrad right there, right?
Yourself.
No.
Me? It wasn't me. It was him. It was not. It was her. How dare you?
Those high-speed
yeah.
voices, I think they're all holding it in.
That's the one. Yeehaw, I just started in the elevator.
Now, notice we haven't seen Conrad Brooks' name show up on this in these credits at all yet. And we're already into like third key grip best boy.
Maybe he had a stage name.
Okay. He goes and gets a chili dog.
Some
That
extra
makes
beans
sense.
on that.
Gets himself a Polish sausage.
He's getting lubed up.
God, is this in LA?
Wait a minute. Isn't that the door he just came out?
Oh, yeah.
I like how he has
With
to
the
stop to
ladies.
push it out.
Is he like
Ildico-
leaving a trail of
Yeah,
gas?
I think he's definitely trail. Hang on.
Go back. Go last.
Yeah. I just can I do this with any precision? I'm not sure.
Not too bad.
All right. When we get there, I'll stop it.
Yeah.
Ildiko Laszlo Hutkopf? Isn't that completely illegal? Using consonants and vowels in that combination? Ildiko Laszlo Hutkopf. Okay.
The LA.
I like it. He's got that little squat.
Yeah.
Primo lady. Real primo stuff. Leave me alone. What do you think you're trying to pull here? What do you think this is? Hey, I've been in a lot of crap
That
written
really
on
looks
life,
like
lady,
Sacco
but I
shaking a
never
stick,
smell
lady.
anything like that.
Sounds like Sacco shaking his
That's in
stick.
her younger days. Remember when this movie was made?
This is from 1991. Look at the price of gas in California. In California.
What year is this?
91.
Lost my appetite.
Damn, I told her to get Dale meatloaf.
Dale meatloaf. That's like fresh food.
Looks like he shrinks.
Say what you want. I still like early '90s fashion.
Look at the hair. He's got the feather going.
Mm-hmm.
Big shoulders.
Medicine wheel bacon.
That one didn't make any noise. What the hell?
Everybody's
That's
in
the
the
school bus.
Yeah, no shit. That's not the.
A commercial bus.
Okay,
There's no back
what?
door to get out of that bus.
Pause it for a second. So what happened there is they stole the shot. So they had people that last stop back get on this LA DWP bus, whatever, LA transit bus, and they were set up for. They totally stole the shot instead of renting the bus.
Somebody else's B-roll.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, see? That's not the same bus.
Nope.
Jesus, what the hell?
The hell is right. It's like an old-time operator switchboard. What?
8 o'clock tonight. Moby Dick on Channel 3. Thanks, Ethel.
All right.
10-4.
This is one
How you
happy
guys
dude.
doing?
Yeah.
With the Moby Dick's on tonight.
That's their favorite.
It's got a nice house.
Well, they rented it from the local porn producer.
Yeah, right.
Honey, is that you? Russell, are you there? In the flesh. Oh, hi, honey. When there's a commercial, will you come on up? I'll be up in a second, Heather.
TV guide.
Oh, setting his VCR.
Oh my God.
To the time he's going to record Moby Dick. Oh, she knows he's coming.
She
Got to open up all the doors and windows. He's coming up.
Oh, I got a waterbed. Total waterbed.
Oh, I had that bed.
I've had water. Have all you guys have waterbeds?
I never had a waterbed.
Oh, yeah.
Never.
I've had a few.
She's ironing her prom dress.
And she's spitting on it.
How was your day, sweetheart?
Absolutely.
Nothing special. What's for dinner? Honey, you know what tonight is. Of course I know what tonight is. It's New Year's Eve. You said we'd go out and celebrate. I didn't say for sure, honey. I said we'd talk about it. Head to the trenches. It's the big one coming.
Uh-oh. It's the shark. Oh, man.
His facial expressions are disgusting. I don't care. Oh. Well.
She's
Look how many
well
cash
stocked.
she has.
Okay. So she loves him just the same. Is that the deal?
Whoa, whoa. 4.9 is the best one this week.
The best one this week.
Thermometer in his house.
It is California.
Aftershock coming.
Aftershock.
There's no special effects. There's no anything. Just sort of, you have to use your imagination. I'm quickly getting to the open mouth part of the watch. I'm just so lost with what's happening. Is that a wrench?
I don't know. No, it's one of those. I don't know what it is. Is it a back scratcher? It doesn't look like a back scratcher.
Bingo!
It doesn't look like Moby Dick either.
It's not.
How you doing, Mr. N? Not by your regular.
Want to come in and have a brewski with me, Kevin?
Gee, I really would like to, Mr. N, but you know how it is. New Year's Eve and all that. Got a lot of deliveries to make.
Then maybe another time.
Yeah.
Is he inviting the young boys in? The young delivery boys in?
I guess so.
I'm trying to figure out when this turns into a real porn movie.
No, it feels like it.
Want a brewski, babe?
No, I don't want a beer. I want you to get ready.
Cameron, ready for you, babe.
I will remind everybody it's Conrad Brooks in Fart the movie.
That we were gonna go out and
To which we have not seen yet.
We haven't seen Conrad at all.
get down, go crazy.
Are you nuts? You expect me to go out on one of the best nights on the tube and miss a cavalcade of talent?
Yes.
Not on your life. I mean, we got
What
choices
a
here, babe.
dick.
We could chuckle with Johnny Red, pretend we're on the bandstand with the Clarks Man, rap with MC on MTV, watch the Hulkster or Little Stevie Urkel, sneak a peek at Mr. Ed, or catch a flick on Nick.
Uh-oh.
She ain't having it.
Uh-oh.
And then we can get it on with the big ball. And when it goes down, I go up. And at the stroke of midnight, it'll be our own personal fireworks display, babe.
Babe!
Oh, Russell, you're not being fair. We haven't been out together in almost 7 months. I want a party tonight, not listen to you pass.
Want a party? We'll party. Call up a few people, invite them over. We got plenty of suds, lots of chips and dip. And I'll cook us up some of my very own special, guaranteed to set you right and clear up your
Chili?
nasal drip chili.
Yeah.
Invite
Yeah, guess
who,
that.
Russell? We don't have any friends anymore. Remember?
What you mean we don't have any friends? We got plenty of friends.
Name some.
Robin and Justine.
We haven't seen Robert and Justine for over 6 months.
Yeah, right. What about Wolford and Beth?
Haven't seen them for a year.
Del and Linda? Hiram and Camille. Well, what about that nice couple, the one next door, Lucy and Richard?
They moved out 2 months ago.
They did? Why?
They couldn't take it anymore.
Take what?
Well, she opens the windows.
What?
I heard that one.
I didn't do anything.
See? You did it again.
I broke wind. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it. It's a bad habit, Russell. Don't you understand? You're obsessed with doing it all the time.
Not true.
The only thing you're more obsessed with is that stupid boob tube. If they ever allow that habit of yours on television, you never leave the house.
Look, the way you
Okay.
keep bringing it up all the time, you're obsessed
getting
with my
it now.
obsession.
I'm not
You getting
obsessed
it?
with your obsession.
I'm
It just
getting- okay.
bothers me. You should learn to control yourself a little more. That's
Everybody
all.
knows
I let
it.
off a little gas
just
now
not
and then.
willing
No
to
big
tell him.
deal.
A little gas? You've got enough gas in you to solve the world's energy crisis. If George Bush knew about you, he would have let Saddam Hussein keep Kuwait.
He lifted up, gave himself some room that time.
No, you do it.
Of course I know when I do it.
No, you don't. You do it so much now that even dogs and children run away from you.
Dogs and
Gas is
children?
Nature's way of putting a grin on your
children.
face and a smile in your heart.
And a knife in everyone else's heart.
Come on, Heather. Everybody's got to relieve the old digestive system once in a while.
Not like you.
Oh, yeah? Well, I happen to know Dan Quayle can clear the Senate chamber in a matter of seconds. I even heard your mother...
Well,
say
his political references are hilarious.
God.
Say it. Bomber, the real Gazoo. Slice City, the little sneaker, the big farmer. Fart.
And she loves him because
It's real.
Magical tongue, maybe?
Fart.
oh boy.
She just loves falling on the ground.
Yeah. So the director said, "Now just have a tantrum, throw a little bit of a fit here."
Is he crying? No, he's just drunk.
That sounds
he was
like rock and roll.
I'm sorry. They scraped this many people together in an afternoon?
Or they went to somebody
They're all
else's
free
party.
on New Year's.
Yeah. That's the woman with the fart husband guy.
Right?
She left him behind.
Let's put on our tux and go to a house party.
Heather, so good to see you.
Oh, the stench is on you like
I
smoke.
wonder if Heather and Russell are coming, and now here you are. What a small world. It's good to see you too, April. Dwayne, aren't you going to say hello to Heather? Dwayne?
Yes, dear. Hello, Heather. Nice to see you. Want to see you nice. Where's Russell?
He couldn't make it. He's a little under the weather.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I was so looking forward to seeing him. So, tell me, has his little problem cleared up yet?
Oh, there you are, dearie. I've been looking for you everywhere.
Problem.
Has his little problem cleared up.
I came to rescue you. April and
It's
Dwayne
like we're
are
talking
such
about
good
acne.
Yeah.
Why such a long face? You're supposed to be happy on New Year's Eve, not an old sad sack. What you need is a good stiff drink. No, I don't
Good
want to
stiff drink.
You know, it makes me feel silly.
Makes me feel silly. Makes me not want to fall on the ground and scream and writhe and do all those things.
There's nothing wrong. Come,
Does she
the
fart
vina
just like
knows when
she
there's
like-
trouble in the air. Really, everything's just fine. Except for what?
The farting.
Except for Russell's habit.
Who's this
No one
guy?
wants to be around us anymore. It's like we don't exist. Whenever anyone sees Russell coming, they do a 180 and disappear. Even our cat moved out. Well, I'm glad you told me. Because
Can-
I
can-
have a perfect
can-
solution to your predicament.
Having gas be considered a habit?
Mouthwash? Why mouthwash?
Because
Russell's breath
If he does it on purpose, yeah.
I suppose, can you do that on purpose?
Are you
Well-
sure you're talking about my Russell? Russell Nussbaumer?
The one and the same. Harry Halitosis Nussbaumer.
So she was in on the joke?
You're in a court, not in Clancy's poolroom. Sit down.
How the hell did they get to use this in the movie?
You're going to get shut off.
Yeah, I know.
What's in there?
I know.
I got my friends. I got my funny. Who needs Heather?
And I always recommend you take a bath with an electronic device right up at the edge of the bathtub.
It's funny, right?
That's right.
You don't like this show? In the water. And matter of fact, everybody in the water, guys. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Oh, God.
This guy has a lot of fun.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, farting is the least of this guy's problems.
Exactly.
True.
He's going to watch them ride the waves made from the bubbles.
Oh, Jesus.
He can do that. I'll go hang out with his wife. She's a party girl.
Yeah, she didn't want to get silly, but here we go.
Yeah. Now
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna get
Bad breath?
downright
Russell.
hilarious.
He farts.
Wonder if silly leads to
There, I
nakedness.
said it. What are you going to do
Oh,
about
yeah.
They all have Saco accents.
no,
They have
he-
Saco Long Island accents.
Isn't that the pizza delivery guy?
Do you fart?
Yes, ma'am. I'm in the kitchen.
It may have been, or the guy in the elevator in the beginning of the first scene there.
He's obsessed with farting.
Or both.
Probably.
They're recycling the extras.
Did you hear that?
Wait. This is her
A
party.
woman's place is in the home next door man, not out gallivanting at some dumb party. Now everybody kiss everybody. Kiss me! Oh, David, you're completely impossible.
Where are you,
He
Heather?
loves watching the black and whites.
That was me. That was me last Friday night.
When you don't have enough material to make your own movie, use somebody else's.
Yep. Well, and if it's old enough, it doesn't cost you anything.
Mm-hmm.
Got 5 minutes to fill. Yeah. No?
Is he dreaming or is he awake?
Don't you just hate it when people fart? You're having a nice romantic dinner, and you lean over the table and look deeply into her eyes. And she farts.
She just
Real loud,
lets one
not
go.
a slider. There are many ways not to use
Not
the
a
word
slider.
fart. She says, spring is
Andy
in the
Rudney.
air. And you say, right, it was until your spring sprung. In the 1300s,
60
we'd
Minutes,
say
Andy
that
Rudney.
Gwendolyn broke wind.
This
Now
whole
that
movie
sounds
is
like
a
nasty fart.
a
A
primper
healthy
for
cow
Beano.
produces 1,000 times more flatulence a year than a healthy person. But we don't generally take cows to dinner. They'd be a bit shocked to see what prime rib really is. Farting is simply a body function. You call them as you smell them. Was it a fart or simply your husband's cooking? Why ruin the English language trying to explain farting?
Why are you on
Say,
TV
"Oh,
talking
I
about
ate
this?
something that didn't agree with me."
He's
What?
asleep. He's
You had a
dreaming.
heated political discussion with some green onions?
This is
so
one
you
of those
ate them
7th
just to
grade
get
health
revenge.
movies.
And why do people point to the dog when their companion smells their fart? Even my dog, after she farts, stands up, looks at the nearest person, nods her head, says uh-huh, and lays back down
Yep.
again.
That was
Someday
me.
there won't be a person there for her, and she'll have to
This is
face
almost
the
right up there
awful
with
truth.
your testicles
Someday,
and
the
you.
dog won't be there for you. Farts have invaded our language. On TV, we have Fart Simpson, a wise-ass little kid. In history, we have the word fartkin, which means little fart. What an endearing word. It's almost Shakespearean. Can you imagine? Yonder comes Juliet with her fair fartkin behind her.
What?
Oh, and of course, a sleeping bag
Fart
is a fart sack.
fartkin? Is that?
You're camping.
Yeah.
What would be more seductive than to say, "Oh, you ravishing beauty, come and join me in my fart sack." An old fart is just someone
yeah.
that's been
My
hanging
fart
around in the wind
sack.
a little too long.
My
We
fart
call
sack.
authors auteurs. Do we call farters fartors? And what's a polite thing to say when your date is farting a lot? How about, "I hate the smell
But why
of
the
these
hell did I go out with
farts."
you?
So watch her in a theater. Try it anyway. She might appreciate it. And when did we begin describing farts as low-flying ducks?
All right. Have any of you guys gone on a date where your date has farted?
It depends what time of the night
I
we're
count?
talking.
No.
You know, you're in your bed with your wife one night and you let one out. You say, "Low-flying ducks." And that explains it. Sure, I'd rather have a waterfowl in my bedroom at 2 a.m. too. When we talk about farts, be they fartkins or major methane, you can run and lie or you can run and hide. But we all generally know who the fartor in the group generally is. So don't blame the dog anymore. Just
It's not
argue
the guy
harder
doing the
with
motorboating.
onions. This is Andy Rudney for the Evening News.
That was on the evening
You
news?
suffer from unnecessary gastric distress? End bothersome flatulence now by calling 1-800-STOP-GAS. This is a 24-hour number to the Vapor Hotline at the world-famous Acetal Center. This number saves
Look at the guy in the
lives
chair.
and
All right, first of all, we have a couple observations here. First of all, he has a Three Stooges coffee table book, which I kind of applaud.
Nice.
I kind of applaud that. But look at the guy that's in the chair in this corridor of this hospital, whatever the hell it is.
The Acetal Center is here to help you. We at the Acetal Center know the constant grind.
Imagine that discussion with the nurse and the
Are you
clipboard.
nervous or anxious?
It's
Hold
Dr.
on,
Harry
hold on.
Butts.
Stress, or merely
Try and
Mexican
say the
food?
company that company name.
Acetal? What is it? Acetal?
You or someone you love.
Asshole
Just
Center.
his name.
That's how he said it.
Get
Acetal Center?
The Acetal Center.
their ass to Acetal.
Look.
Remember, we're here to help.
Shaky leg.
People just like you with the stability of a few of those people to give testimonial of what the Acetal Center can do for them.
I don't want to. No.
Thank you, Harry, for giving me the opportunity to tell others.
Wait, Lucy Bowles, defecation, Maryland?
Defecation.
Actually, This might be okay.
How acetol is
We could have wrote this movie.
Before acetol, I was a bubbling bag of asphyxia, and I didn't even know it. I work for myself, and I find so much fulfillment and freedom in working alone. You see, I have the successful and satisfying career of envelope stuffing that I just happened upon when reading a label for a can of refried beans. I've never worked with anyone, so I'd fart, and I'd think nothing of it. I just never had a clue. Sure, I'd feel these innocent little wisps of wind jetting past my cheeks, but I was alone, so it didn't matter.
Little wisp of wind jetting.
Why is he cracking up hysterically?
I don't know.
Why are Voldo and I cracking up?
Yeah, but we're not. He's the one with the flatulence problem. We're watching this movie about him and his flatulence problem.
After a few minutes of their being in a room with me, they'd have developed an underbite and start breathing heavily through their mouth. It took years for me to realize that they were trying to blow fresh air up their nose.
They were trying to blow fresh air up their nose?
With their underbite.
Underbites had me baffled. Occasionally, someone would tactfully mention that there was an awful gas smell in the room. I'd spend half my day on the phone with utilities people, insisting there was a leak somewhere.
Send her to the nearest methane collection center.
That strange little man with the collar of his T-shirt pulled up over his nose.
Why does he think that's funny?
I realized there was no leak. At first, it was difficult to understand him, talking through his shirt, especially with that underbite. But through that wonderful man, I discovered the Acetol Center. I'm now able to realize that I was unaware of the severity of my problem. Today, I am a changed woman, and I have returned to society.
I am changed woman.
Lucy, that is truly a deep and touching
This
story.
is a commercial?
Could you tell our audience about the support group that you belong to?
Inside the movie.
Believe me, folks, you are not alone. I should mention that the announcer is a member
this is
of
the
my
middle of the night
collective support
infomercial.
group,
Remember,
along
she's
with a
out
host of
partying
others that are
New
here
Year's
with
Eve.
us now. Next, my friend and personal sponsor would like to say a few words. Howie?
Very nice introduction, Lucy. I'm from Whistle Britches, Pennsylvania.
Nice shirt.
Whistle Britches.
Whistle Bridges.
Whistle Britches, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
One of the reasons that we make this program...
Wait, see how he farts. Recovered fartaholic. See how he farts. Nice.
is that we identify that we have a problem and that we stink. Acetol has a tremendous support group because
and this
we
doesn't
help
make
each other
sense.
through each day. One of the ways that we do this is to tell each other every day that we stink. Our fears and problems are great. Many of us are social misfits
Ooh,
who
he's
have been
listening
cast
to this
aside
one.
by friends and family.
Oh,
No
it's,
longer-
it's,
no longer
yeah,
want
it's
to
hitting
do
home.
it
It's hitting home.
because of the life we led before
They look like
acetol.
brothers.
People often don't
It's
want
like,
to
wow,
know.
this
They
could be
remember
me.
your decision for the program. So we help
These are
each
my
other with any
people.
Comfort and support that we may need.
I
You
can
see,
get
I grew
help.
up in a small town. My father used to say, if nobody sees it or hears it, then it's okay. And I lived my life remembering that. It was years
See
later.
how he farts
when
in
I
the
went for a
woods?
checkup.
Does anybody hear it?
Oh, this is our real change. This
Real
is
change moment?
this is our real change. We should just keep going, shouldn't we?
Real change.
That I found out that I could barely hear or smell. I went to work at the fertilizer plant at 15.
And
and
moved over.
personally have stunk all of my life. Didn't mind when I
Personally,
farted,
all of my
because
life.
I couldn't smell anything on account of my disabilities. If I did smell it, it must have been a good one. Since I didn't date much, I'd have my buddies
Del.
from the plant over after work.
You didn't date
We'd play
much?
cards, drink beer, fart, and laugh.
That's it.
They'd fart in my face, and they didn't believe that I couldn't smell it. They said that I was the best judge of whose was the strongest. I'd fart and think nothing of it. If company was over, and some nasty one slipped out, I'd look at the dog and blame him.
Of
I'd
course.
get home from work, and the damn dog would be hiding in the strangest places. In the clothes hamper or behind the sofa, with a paw over his snout. I got so used to blaming
somebody
poor-
in their
the
mind
poor
once
little fella
thought,
that
I want to build a movie out of soliloquies in individual people talking straight to the camera about farts. I want it to be kind of a one man at a time show where everybody can be their best whatever actor they want to be. Talk straight to the camera, all about farts.
Blame him for everything. So one night I was watching TV and I saw this commercial where some guy was chasing his dog with a newspaper. The poor Rover was being chased around the house by some crazy.
I don't think this guy studied his lines very well. He seems
he sounds like me trying to talk on this show. It's like making it up as he goes.
While in the next room, a room full of company were fanning themselves with magazines and fanned the air.
And fan the air?
You knew that something was in the air. It went something like, "Is this you?" So it hit me smack between the eyes like a flung heap of dung. So I got my ass to acetal. I not only saved my life, but I saved my dog's life too.
Oh, he's psycho.
You have made a most remarkable recovery, Mr. Parks. Do you have any closing comments?
Yes. This is an equal opportunity disease. It affects all of us in society.
So the interview with the guy who's doing the commercial is doing an interview with the guy who's doing the commercial.
And that I'm an active
Yeah,
member of acetal,
in the commercial.
In the commercial.
That has helped me belong to society again. And I would like to add that because
Does this
of the
guy belong
animal
in
abuse
society?
I don't
at
think so.
acetal, I am now a committed animal rights
Belongs in a
activist.
hospital.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Howie. Lucy,
You're spraying
for those of you
the
who didn't
seat
have a chance to speak, remember that you
Guys
sit there
stand in
farting
the
into your
corridor.
sofa cushion, afraid to get up, that we can help you. That number again is 1-800-STOP-GAS. I'm Harry Butts from the Acetal Center.
Harry Butts.
Harry Butts. All right, so I just want to point out we are about, I don't know, 35 minutes or so into this film. There's been no sign of the star of this film, Conrad Brooks, in Fart the movie. All right.
Yeah, what a ploy Conrad had going on.
I think, yeah,
at
no,
the convention, and then they get home and he's long gone.
he would change I think he probably has, if I look in this box enough, there's probably one here, Casablanca, starring Conrad Brooks, and it's got, him, like, I mean, he just changed the labels out and made it look like he was the star of the film. We'll see if he even shows up in here.
I'm more interested in the Heather storyline. What's going to go on here?
Oh,
I know, she's hammered. She's hammered now.
I think she's
This is going to get better.
Maybe tons of bubbles make her part, and then everything will be good.
Oh, it's a kind of one of those come back around stories.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
we're definitely second act here.
Is this the hunter becomes the hunted kind of thing, or what?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think that's the problem. That, like,
I think there's a
She hooks up with Conrad
Want to
Brooks.
play doctor?
Okay.
Do you want to play
Do you want
doctor?
to play the dog?
Sue.
like marriage.
What was the punchline?
He asked
Didn't
if you
hear
want
it.
to play doctor. She said,
Break something and I'll sue.
Yeah, whatever.
Back that shit up.
Nah, it's not worth it.
You should go and tell her.
It doesn't matter that I miss her.
Okay, so is that Baywatch?
What?
Is that
Is that, yeah.
Yeah.
Tawny Kitten? What's in the middle? And is that the Swedish skiing bobsled team or whatever that? Remember that Swedish skiing?
Yeah.
She doesn't miss me. She's never going to take me back. I'm a jerk.
Why?
Wait,
I mean,
Is
what
he
could you have
watching
done that's so terrible?
this now? There we go.
Did you hit her?
No. Oh, God, no. I love her, Mike. I would never do anything to her. On purpose.
Hello. What?
Only when I'm drunk and blacked out.
She'll forgive you.
Listen, if I tell you why she left, you have to keep this quiet.
I'm your
Oh,
roommate.
because she farted.
You can tell me.
Okay.
I have no
Mike.
gas.
I love to fart.
I love to fart.
What? I know it's not a good thing to do.
Is he going to
But
break
it's
into
just so
song?
much fun.
That's the only thing that would make this better, is if it was a musical. I mean, let's be honest here.
That would be awesome.
If it was musical, if Fart the movie, the musical, starring Conrad Brooks, who doesn't appear in this film.
Farting.
Oh my God, we should do that, JV.
Or
I think we should write it and do it. We could do it. We could write it, produce it, and premiere it here on this program. Fart the movie, the musical, starring Conrad Brooks, who does not appear in this film.
Oh my
and
God.
and I'll go to the mall.
Now, will we get to the explanation of why this is an acronym?
I'm hoping, but that may be maybe. Was it an acronym in the title on the film itself, in the credits?
Good question.
Or did Conrad make a mistake when he typed this out?
Yeah, maybe he wanted to.
I think it was an acronym. All right.
Go shopping for her. That's boring to me. I just start farting. Where?
Nope. Fart the movie is
Right there in the
F.A.
store.
dot period
I
according to
squeeze off a
IMDb.
couple of steamers.
Okay.
You know, no noise, all smell. Then I walk away and watch someone else walk through it. You're warped, man. Still, there's nothing better than a deep bass fart that they hear all through the store. I had people
Deep
stop on the
bass
outside and
fart.
comment on it.
All right.
Lisa left you because of your farting. Right. She couldn't understand it. I tried to teach her to fart. That's awful.
Teach her to fart?
Well, she just couldn't get the hang of it.
Couldn't
And she
you-
wasn't built to break wind. Now me, if the Olympics had a farting event, I could go home with a gold medal.
I'm sure your parents would be so proud.
Oh, hell, my dad was worse than I was. He could rip one that would cloud the whole room. Huh. When I was young, he would take me to the office and...
Fart all over me.
We get on the elevator.
I don't want to hear this.
Listen, he taught me how to modulate farting. You see, I used to just let go, full force, let him fly.
Now,
But he taught me how to
now, would doing
settle.
this all the time make it better or worse? 'Cause I've got several. Yeah, it's a good one. I got this one, and this one.
So Conrad is listed in the cast.
Okay,
on
don't spoil the
IMDb.
scene. Don't spoil it for us. No spoilers.
More power than a loud one.
Thrilling, really. You know, I would love to stay and chat, but I got someplace to be.
Where?
Anywhere but here.
Any.
Listen,
Yeah.
Dave, I understand Lisa's trip, but one thing I don't understand is that you and I have been roommates 6 months. I've never heard you fart. You know what you are? You're a closet farter.
Silent but deadly.
He's in the closet.
It's in the closet.
20-something.
Oh, wasn't 30-something a popular show around that time?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
That's what happened to me and Heather. I should have had her stay here with me. I should have been nice to her. If I was nice to her, none of this would have happened.
What?
Is he constantly
nice
eating
guy.
stuff that makes you fart? Is
Yes,
that the deal?
yes.
It's like
So
it's
I
all
thought.
jalapeno.
Nothing
Yes.
wrong with that.
A handful of jalapeno.
Thank you. Actually, there are 6 classifications of fart.
The rude dudes.
God.
The rude dudes.
There is the
Is
fizz.
this stuff just on TV all the time?
This is-
And I-
Okay. The 6 classifications of farts. Is that what we're talking about now?
Yes, that's where we are.
Fizz fart, rip shit, tear ass, and a rattler.
No.
The most worst kind of fart, though, is the fart that comes without any warning at all. You know, you're in a crowded room, an elevator, somebody fluffs their buns, and all of a sudden your eyes start to water. A little later, the smell comes there without any warning at all. It's sort of the scud of farts. That, my friend, is the
1991
most
joke,
unkindest
everybody.
fart of
Scud-
all. Anyway, we
Scud
call
missile
that an
joke there.
SBD. It's sort
Scud
of
missile
the
joke.
stealth fart. SBD is
There you
silent
go.
but deadly.
Well, it's all Desert Storm.
Today's youth, however, are missing the real enjoyment of a good utilitarian fart. I mean, the reason God created farts in the first place. As an aside, when I was a kid, I used to think that a fart was a buildup inside you that was used to push the shit out, but I've been assured that is not the case. Anyway, there is no greater pleasure than going into a dark movie theater, sitting down, cutting an incredibly bodacious, fire-breathing fart, and lighting it. You see? Now, that's kind of a lost
Blue
art.
flame.
I admit that. It's kind of a lost
Oh
art.
my God, you guys ever
It's
lit
gone the
your
way of
farts?
the 25-cent flick, and
In college, we had a group called Knights of the Blue Flame.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we've done that in college. I did that in college a few times. We used to have. Yes. Okay.
Pushing over outhouses, and
I
it's a
had a
damn
friend
shame.
who could do it pretty well.
For those of you who are
Just watch out for
uninitiated,
those that are hairy.
the finer
The
techniques of
flame
lighting
can
fire,
get a
first
little
of all,
crazy.
They always look best in a crowded dark theater. What you do is you sit down and you place your feet in front of the chair in front of you. You
Okay,
light a
my
match
soliloquy
and gently
comment
place it between your
stands
legs.
For this movie.
Yes.
And this is the
It's
important
like,
part, not to
okay,
forget.
here's what I want to
Then
do. I want to write a
you cut
stand-up
loose with
routine
an
for a
incredible
character
fire.
on a
I
TV
tell you
show
really, there is
inside
nothing
the
prettier
movie.
than seeing a 6-inch blue flame coming shooting out of somebody's.
How rude. You don't know what you're talking about.
Why is he? Hold on. Why is he sitting on the toilet with his whatever he's wearing still on
Because he just all he was doing was farting.
into the toilet? Yeah.
Actually cooking.
Advise not to try this at home alone. We were professionals. And there can be nothing more sad than watching someone that you really love and care about burn all the hair off his ass by a lit fart.
No! There we go.
The upside of this, however, is
Yeah.
that lit farts don't smell.
We did write
Now,
this.
Like necrophilia, everybody has a really great fart story. Unfortunately, most people have the good common decency not to tell them. No such luck here, for I will tell mine. Happened in college, true story. Biology class, big amphitheater type class filled with people. And sitting next to me, William Henry Rupel III, a wit in his own right. William Henry, I believe, was voted the most likely to either assassinate a president or a rock star.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Funny.
Filled with a lot of gorgeous women that I knew could have been potential dates until William Henry decided to fluff his buns.
Seriously, just put them up against a brick wall. They're always funny when they're up against a brick wall.
Not an SBD, folks.
Doesn't matter
This was
what
a
they
rattler.
say.
This was a rattler that this puppy had the potential to get a Titan III rocket off the ground. Now, when the reverberation stopped in
nuclear
this
war joke.
acoustically correct arena and all heads start turning toward us. Now, the average person you see would be really embarrassed at a situation like that, but not William Henry.
Now, this
He
isn't
just looked
Conrad.
at me
is
and
it?
said, just
No.
loud enough for everybody to hear, "My God, Don, that was rude."
All right, so in this universe, stand-up comedians are not funny.
Well, yes. I mean, brick wall withstanding.
They just leave you with a couple of passing
No,
things.
not
One, a fart is a
holding its
terrible
own.
thing to waste. And second, in the words of Confucius, you all know, Confucius say, "Man who fart in church, sit in own pew." Thank you.
Did he just wipe his ass with the cruller while wearing pants?
Oh, Mr. King, well, brace yourself. Mine is dating the new boy in the mailroom.
What? It's like the Benny Hill show all of a sudden.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, boy.
Oh my
Whoa.
God.
We got
I'm
another
sorry,
one.
It seems the MC left a little olfactory present up here for me. I apologize. Swear to God, I'll do jokes for you in a minute as soon as I can get some oxygen. Just, hey, I don't mean to waste your time up here, but God, I swear to God, if I worked for CNN, I'd be wearing a gas mask by now. I don't mean to offend anyone out there who's really
They were bashing
battling.
CNN back then.
God, it's hard to tell jokes when you're trying to figure out how long a man can stand in a cloud of noxious gas without asphyxiating. Okay, I swear I'll do my act in just a sec. This is just awful up here. Man, can we turn on some air conditioning or something? Do some quick repairs on that wind he just broke? Because this is harming me. I don't mean to sound like one of these reactionary anti-flatulationists we've seen around. That's not the point. I mean, I do it myself now and again when I need to, not just for fun. But
New band
if
name,
you do, I guess that's
Reactionary
okay too. But I'm just not up here 'cause I gotta work here, man. All right.
It really sounds like, you know, they're at the local Walgreens in the parking lot because that's the only brick wall they could find. They've got a little bit of light, but maybe even a car headlamp up there, and they've got a couple family members sitting in folding chairs in front of them, and that's who you hear laughing like it's supposed to be a studio audience.
I apologize. I'll get down to this. It's just, don't be embarrassed. Do we have any particularly flatulent people here tonight? Oh, yeah, just
Okay, it's their kids.
The kids.
you see me once in a while
That's
when
right.
one lady sitting at a table. Right. Oh my God! It's not a thing to be ashamed of. I don't mean to be making fun of you, because you know I'm sure everyone in this room is farted
You're a
at one
comedian.
time.
What do you mean you don't?
Well,
mean
not at one time. That's not a pretty picture. But at one time or another, I'm sure we've all done it, and it's. You have to, really, otherwise I guess you fill up with methane and float off into space. So, let's go. Just sit tight. I swear I will do jokes for you in just a second. As soon as my eyes stop burning, I'll be all over this thing.
He's doing his routine outside the elementary school.
I know.
This is the elementary
I
school.
don't think the time is that far off. You know, that we'll completely outgrown the whole farting taboo in the country, and you'll be able to put on a bumper sticker that says, "I fart loud and I'm damn proud." But for the time being, just hang with me. I'll get to jokes.
I thought he was good. He was funny. That was really
This
funny.
guy's still on?
Are you
Is he still sitting on the bowl?
Maybe you're on your own for the first time and you
Okay, hold on.
Nelkin College.
Those pictures.
Hot Point 11.
I'm almost alive.
Ow!
He's got a
fresh
shirt that
wind.
says Winnemucca for some reason.
That smells just like Mom after dinner.
Okay. This lady was one of the ladies on the bench when he sat down at the bus stop.
Okay.
And farted on the bench waiting for the bus. That's one of this.
For some reason, I love that line, though. That smells just like Mom after dinner.
What does that even mean?
Oh, that smells just like Dad's farts. And it's even got a hint of his B.O. stench in there.
And remember
my
those
God.
afternoon cookouts with Uncle Charlie?
Oh, gross me out. That is him. It's like they're all right here with me.
And this one will take you back.
Oh, it's my high school locker room.
Spray scent that brings the ones you love
God.
right into the room with you.
Wow.
Fresh
His Mom,
wind.
Dad, Uncle Charlie. Oh, yeah, these things are so gross they make me want to puke. It's like I never left home.
Don't forget the special bonus can.
It's Fluffy, our dog.
Fresh wind. They stink.
The bonus
just like
can.
the real thing.
I miss you, Heather, so much.
This is basically a movie of Crapco commercials.
It really is.
Well, how old do you think
A full feature
Drop your
length.
pants and I'll tell you.
Whoa.
Whoa, excuse me while I whip
You're
this out.
83.
83? That's amazing. How did you figure that out?
You told me 10 minutes ago.
It is the Benny Hill Show. It's laughing. It's Crapco commercials.
A returning champion.
I thought this was turning into a tea party.
Who cut the cheese?
Challengers
And look at the guy on the left.
What
What does that look like?
And Leonard with 0. We're ready to play the second half. Contestants, fart in, please.
Looks like a bar.
Ready, so let's play.
That's a wet one.
Cut the cheese. All right, contestants, please identify this fart.
Pause it. When you get a clear shot of that guy's face, pause it.
Which
Not
one?
him,
The other guy?
The guy on the other end. Yeah, it looks like our Brooks.
It looks like
Hold the
who?
photo up.
Who?
It looks like our Brooks. What's his first name?
Oh, Conrad?
Rod? Conrad.
No, it's not Conrad Brooks.
No, it's not.
Well, that's an older picture of him. He's kind of young here. This is 91.
In 91, he was probably, he was 84 in 30. So 30s, 90s. He was probably 61, 60-ish in 91.
All right. Maybe not. Maybe
I'll
it's next one.
yeah, no, I will tell you when Conrad's on the screen. I'll recognize him.
Redneck fart. Here. And contestants,
You wait, that looks like Ralph Macchio.
what is the next one?
In that in-between years.
Yeah.
Get the key grip to turn on the fan. It's the house fan.
I didn't hear anything.
Angela.
Silent but deadly.
Yes, for $200 and a lead. Hi, Angela, you sure know your flatulence.
My parents raised me to be a lady.
Oh, that girl. Whoa, baby.
And Leonard
the matter with you? We haven't heard from you for a while. I knew that one, but I couldn't fart in time.
Whoa. They have to fart. I don't understand.
If you want to
Fart
win,
in.
you gotta be
Fart's
fast
how you
on the
ring in.
fart.
Farting is how you ring in?
Yeah.
But we're going to help you out. Pierre, bring Leonard a bean burrito.
Oh, other side.
And
He came from the other way.
now let's hear about the prizes we have for today's losing contestants.
I'd love to, Bob. Of course, every contestant receives the home version of Who Cut the Cheese. And for each losing contestant, we have that special consolation cologne. That special fragrance that everyone knows is you. That special fragrance that lingers even after you've left the room. Of course, Bob, I'm talking about the Barking Spiders. From the House of Barking Spiders.
Dude, barking spiders.
For Who Cut the Cheese?
Oh, there's sure some swell gifts.
Oh my God.
Gosh.
Those sure are some swell
Now let's get
gifts.
to the segment we call
Day
Farts
one of
the
writing.
Rich
Write
and
down
Famous.
as many ways to say fart.
Yeah, exactly. Big whiteboard with all the different ways to say fart.
Now, this fart contestant is the property of Madonna, Cher, or Roseanne Barr. Rodney.
Roseanne Barr.
No.
No.
Angela.
Cher?
No, too bad, tough tomato.
Tough tomato.
Leonard.
Idiot.
Gotta be Madonna.
Idiot boy.
But Leonard,
Oh, you
you
didn't
know the
fart in.
rules. You have to fart in before you give the answer.
Oh, he's gonna go and expand.
This is a Mr. Creosote waiting to happen. That's what this is.
I personally would be ashamed of a fart like that. But let's hear the answer, Leonard. Madonna. No, minus 800. Contestants, the answer is who cares? That's right, contestants, who cares? Now, the judges would also accept I don't give a shit.
This is not a fair game.
I don't remember that as one of the choices.
That's what I was gonna say. Holy man. Yeah, who really gives a shit? You know what I mean?
Contestants, now a little nostalgia.
Does anybody remember this guy's name?
Oh no.
Chachi.
She said it. No, I don't.
So and so and Heather. We all remember Heather's name. Why
Yeah,
don't
it's
we remember
Heather.
this guy's name? Who remembers this guy's
No
name?
idea what. No idea.
Russell.
Russell Britt.
That's it.
That's right.
That's it.
Yes, nice job.
Instead of
Actor
speaking,
Joel
this
Weiss.
beloved entertainer-
Oh, you're looking it up. You're cheating. Is how you knew that.
No, you asked what the
So
name was. I figured it
when Karl
out.
Marx wanted to pass gas in a movie. Was his trademark sound A, B,
Nope.
or C?
Oh, I know this one. I know this one.
There's none of them.
Look at the host. He's like, what did you drop there?
my God.
Too bad, Leonard.
A bean burrito for everyone.
Pierre?
And I knew the answer to that one.
Tough break, kid.
That's a
Angela.
duty.
Rodney? Oh, I'm sorry we're out of time, but till next time, folks, may all your farts be dry ones.
We had a gigantic auga horn in his hand. Where
Yeah.
did that go?
Yeah. Auga.
Oh, come on. It had to be, huh? What the? This is good pizza. What is Heather doing? Oh, man. Oh, put some of this on, yeah. Let me. Oh, banana. Oh, God. It's good banana, too. Good, okay.
Dates, oh.
Oh, we're back to the rude
You want a
dudes.
date when you're always breaking wind. There's not too many places you can go with a girl. You know, you'd go someplace and you'd have to lean to the left, lean to the right, make a little small talk.
Stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight.
Started doing, showing her my ballet moves, doing an arabesque, standing
These
up.
segments are just too
I got
long.
kind of,
They
you know,
should
restaurants, I got
do
kind of
one
boring
joke.
doing
Yeah.
this time after
Yeah.
time after time.
That's right.
So I had to start finding
His
sporting
voice
events to go
sounds
to.
normal. So how we're sped up, right?
Yeah, we are sped up. Yes.
So how deep is his voice to sound normal when it's sped up?
Deep and slow.
Well, yeah, I will admit to the fact that the wave wasn't around for about, it came in about 15 years ago. And the way it started, with the gas that I have, I had to stand up and lean to the right. And pretty soon, my buddies started figuring out what was going on. And, well, now you know the story of where the wave came from. It started out with me trying to pass some gas. Now the entire football stadiums and basketball arenas are filled with people doing the wave. And now you know why they're doing it.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
afraid to say that.
Oh, yeah, that's the true story.
I'm just coming out of this relationship I had with a girl. Gas had nothing to do with it, but, passing gas kind of feels like getting rid of her also. I knew it was over the moment she had a water pistol filled with gasoline. She was aiming it at me, and I could take the hint. I really could.
What? Boo! Where's the gong? Where is the gong?
You suck so bad.
Jesus.
That was all I could really do. I left, and she shot me in the rear, and I'm still running, but I'll get over it. That too does pass. There is one other thing
He likes
I'd
him.
like to mention.
Oh, man. Where is Heather?
Heather! Where is Heather?
Probably the
And here is Heather.
Last week, I asked my husband
Heather's
for
pulling
money
a
to make our
train.
home a better living environment. So what did he do? He gave me $10,000 and told me to move out. How rude.
Bong his ass!
It's about time.
Oh, that's Conrad Brooks.
There he is.
There's Conrad Brooks.
Finally made it.
Conrad Brooks is right on the right. What is his name? Charles Wilson. What?
Riley. Riley.
Oh, Charles Wilson Riley.
Yeah. Morgan.
Like Charles,
yeah. Charles Nelson Riley. Yeah. And Stewie Sales. So instead of Soupy Sales, and who is the Morgan? J.P. Morgan.
J.P. Morgan.
Right.
And oh my God, there's Conrad Brooks, and he actually had a line so far.
Gonged him. We have written every line in this movie so far.
Wow, God, easy next time.
Stewie, why did you bong poor Harvey when he was so close to the world's record?
I just couldn't take it anymore. Can you tell me if I'm going to get lucky tonight?
Charles, we'll get to that later. Right now, let's get going.
What is happening?
In the actual...
It's the Gong Show, right?
Who did they bong?
I don't know. Was it the comedian or was it somebody else?
I don't know. It's been a different show.
Conrad Brooks, ladies and gentlemen,
And they're putting the woman up in
the star of this film.
There he is.
Oh, the blindfold.
What?
Nope, can't see a thing.
Charles Wilson Riley. Was Charles Nelson Riley one of the judges on the Gong Show? I don't remember that.
All right.
So it was like Jamie Farr.
Yeah, Jamie Farr, right? Artie Johnson, maybe.
Artie Johnson, yeah, that can probably. And
All right,
J.P.
stand
Morgan.
right there next to the madam, and let her have it.
Let her have it.
What? Oh.
He's licking his lips.
Very fragrant. Definitely a woman. You like to wear silk panties.
Are you sure, madam?
Oh, yes, very sure. I'm smelling you are not a vegetarian. And you like to sleep alone.
No, wait. Let's let the madam try again.
Conrad Brooks, ladies and gentlemen.
Just a little.
Well, sometimes it takes a little while to get the juices flowing.
Oh, uh-huh. Well, let's have our next volunteer from the audience.
So the original judges for the Gong Show was Jamie Farr, J.P. Morgan, Artie Johnson, Patty Andrews,
Johnson.
Phyllis Diller, Pat McCormick, Anson Williams. I had no idea that Steve Garvey was a regular.
Steve Garvey? The baseball player?
Rex,
Yeah. He was
Rex
in LA
Reed
with
and Rip
nothing to do.
Taylor.
Rip Taylor, yeah.
Wow. Well, that's funny.
Chuck, you are so funny, man. Oh.
The fuck? Oh, Jesus.
Whew. What a lot of musk. You are a very virile man.
He's got to go.
Oh, Morgan.
Terrible.
It was.
Now, as I watch this, I'm starting to wonder why Conrad Brooks did not win some kind of Best Supporting Actor for this role. He is handling this like a champ. I really feel like I'm watching The Gong Show. I really feel like I am watching Charles Wilson Riley. I really feel like I am in this game show.
Daryl. Oh, I'm sorry, madam. Well, I guess your ancient art just couldn't cut the cheese.
Wait, Cut the Cheese is the other show.
Yes.
A fraudulent old woman with poor taste in clothing. Is that right? Yeah.
Why are so many shows about farts in this show, this TV network inside of this movie?
Well, folks, so far it's Patty's poop-stained poodles in the lead with 27 points. And what a delight they were, huh,
FAR2
folks?
the TV station?
Yeah. Anyway, let's bring out our final contestants who just might give Pat and her pets a run for their money. Oh, they are so good. They are three men who really are barbers, and they practice their musical act between haircuts. All right, let's all welcome the Skunk Cabbage Boys.
That's the girl. Oh, okay. '90s bathing suits for the win.
What?
You can hire these guys to come over to your house for Christmas Eve.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Really bad Chuck Barris impersonation.
Well, let's see how you did with our panel of judges.
I want to hear them do Silent
I give them a
Night.
10, which starts with T, which stands for talent, Barris.
Who is this guy?
And how about you, Morgan?
And is he human?
Definite fart art. I also give them a 10.
And Charles, what did you think of the Skunk Cabbage Boys?
I want those guys to play at my nephew's bar mitzvah.
Of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, our star, Conrad Brooks.
One for Conrad.
Oh, they're great. 10 from Stewie, 10 from Morgan, and another 10. That's super all the way.
All right.
All the way.
All the way.
Clean sweep.
30 points, making you this week's grand prize.
Oh, we are at the end of this reel.
Real too.
So while you're changing reels
Can
at
we
the
recoup?
ArcLight movie theater,
Yes, yes.
there is a sequel to this called Fart the Movie, Big Wind on Campus.
It's a sequel to this?
From 2000.
Really?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Does it start?
So we might have
Conrad
to
Brooks?
find that one.
Maybe that gets better with the party scene.
No, because this show has 3.4 ratings out of 10 on IMDb.
Ooh.
Fart the Movie Big Wind on Campus is only 3.0.
Oh, so it didn't do as well, but I mean,
as most sequels don't.
well, but
They got new
this is
writers.
clearly a cult favorite, and we are now part of the cult.
If you think about it, though, just a half-point reduction is not bad
No, that's not too bad.
for a sequel.
That's just one disgruntled actor. Maybe Conrad Brooks isn't in the sequel, and he was pissed off and gave it a little mark.
Just 1, 2 instead of a 4.
Yes, there is no Conrad Brooks in the cast.
Oh, look out. Look out. There she goes.
There she goes, all right.
Epileptic seizures. Someone watch her.
A Barris Chuck production.
Yes, it was.
Barris Chuck keeps getting in the way of.
I would bet I would bet several weeks' salary from this program that these two Vanna Whites in this thing were hanging out at the local diner, and Conrad Brooks went in and said, "Hey, you want to be in a movie?"
This afternoon.
That works for me.
This afternoon.
What are you wearing under your waitress? we have a role for you.
Oh, sorry, dude. Excuse me. Did I insult you with that? You know, some people get insulted by Bonetta surfer dudes, you know. We're killers at making farts. We're like the best in the world. That's why we drive around in convertibles, you know. That so we can get our surfboards easier. Me and my friends, you know, everybody thinks we get our nicknames from the way we ride the waves, but the truth of the reality of the matter is we get them from the way we pass gas, you know. My name is Wiggle. As you can see, Wiggle. There's my friend.
That's great. That's a good catch.
Slider, Ripper, and let's not forget about Squirt.
That was really
Squirt.
funny. Oh, I miss you, Heather, so much.
So this guy goes to a psychiatrist for the first time. Shrink decides to give him a test. So he draws a picture of a square. What does this remind you of? The guy says, breaking wind. So then he draws a picture of a circle. And this? The guy says, breaking wind. Then he draws a picture of an orange, picture of a chair, and a tree. Breaking wind, breaking wind, breaking wind. What is this obsession you have with breaking wind, the psychiatrist says. Guy says, me? You're the one drawing the pictures.
This guy should be in front of a brick wall.
Friends,
changing channels.
I am here today to exercise you of the pangs of the devil.
Wait a minute.
And fill your hearts, your minds.
Wait a minute.
Man.
Haven't we seen this guy before? Wasn't he one of the comedians?
Was he?
We've seen this guy before.
Was he one of the he was a TV guy, the TV commercial guy for Aztec. The doctor.
He looks a lot like Martin Short.
Your souls,
He does,
and
actually.
particularly your gullets, with the spirit of the Lord. Now, in my travels, my crusades throughout
Reverend,
this
honestly
great land
large
of
here.
ours, I have broken bread with many a sinner. That's right. I said sinner. I said sinner because many of these fellow travelers have thought nothing of breaking wind while they are breaking bread. Farting, passing gas, exploding in a veritable
Does the
cacophony
country just sort of have a
of
moment
sound
where
and
it has
smell
to,
in my
like,
presence.
everything has to relate to this flatulence issue?
Early in my calling, I took the posture forgive, for they know not.
Do you still have IMDb pulled up there, Britt?
And smelled the gas,
I do.
I let it pass.
Who is the
I turned
director
other
of this
cheek.
film again?
But after several years of observing these sinners shoveling a disgusting array of food down their mouths and then happily letting go at the other end, I realized that if the Lord wanted us to create such massive amounts of intestinal gas, he wouldn't have said, honor thy father. He'd have said, honor thy father. Because of this reeking display.
He wouldn't have said honor thy father. He would have said honor thy farter.
Honor thy father.
Ray Etheridge.
Is there a bio with Ray Etheridge?
Yes. Ray Etheridge was born in Los Angeles. While in the 6th grade, his parents moved to a small rural town in Oregon where they had purchased
explains
an
it.
old general store. Ray earned money by helping neighbors, blah, blah, blah. At age 14, he saved enough money to open a 16-millimeter mini theater in a room above the store, complete with projection booth. Oh, man, this goes on for a long time. Yeah, we don't want to read all this shit. Basically, so he moved to Tennessee, then to Kansas for a while. Then he worked with the Telemundo network, with a local news station, director of photography during the next 3 years, where he produced 5 direct-to-video productions under his own Golden West Films banner.
That's this.
The Vernonia. Verno.
Doesn't matter. Keep going.
Rhode Island incident, death in Hollywood, when the applause die, fart the movie, and Centuria, an unauthorized biography.
Okay, then you start working right now, Britt, on getting him to be a guest, a bro, on this program at a coming up and relatively soon future episode.
As a pimple on a baby's behind. Farting is the devil's work. That's right, sinners. After years of observing and exposing myself to restaurants filled with pandemonious assholes, reverberating with the sound of the devil's thunder. After years of fast food stands and cocktail parties, after years of spying in supermarket aisles, after years of observing the unmitigated crap you sinners shovel down your mouths time and time again, I realize it is a work of the devil. Now, the Lord madeth man in his own image, sinners. He put Adam and Eve in a Garden of Eden laden with holy fruits. Fruits that would pass cleanly and silently through the intestinal highway. Holy food in and holy sewage out. But then came the devil, sinners, and the apple was tainted. Adam ate that tainted apple and immediately had an intestinal attack that would have asphyxiated half of Cleveland. The devil danced and applauded while the Lord, gagging and holding his nose,
I'm not going to lie, I might
gave
like this
Adam
religion.
the heave ho. Well, the devil is still dancing, sinners. He dances every time you take a bite into that burrito and let go with a thunderclap at the other end. He cackles with glee whenever you step into an elevator and thicken the air with your noxious anal antics after a 3-martini lunch. He laughs every time you step in the bed and stink up your...
Sacco, ever fart in an elevator?
Oh, I was just wondering if this guy actually knew me.
Sheets after midnight snacking on that leftover Chinese takeout that has been deep...
And he did that, ladies and gentlemen, without a brick wall.
composing in the refrigerator for a week. Oh, sure. Wash it down with a bottle of beer. Do you think the bubbles will help?
Are you allowed to play short videos without getting in trouble?
I don't know what that means, Britt. I'm playing along. What?
The director just completed a short called "Mama's Dead and Lives in the Basement" in 2020.
Oh, really?
Just read a 5-minute short.
He's still active.
Huh.
Your intestinal
Keep that handy.
Who care to choose the path of
Joel Weiss, our leading man, was in the Warriors.
And enlightenment. I have here in my hand the just published Reverend Purge.
They had to freehand the cover? They actually had to freehand.
It's 91. No one had a printer.
Manual for a fast-free diet. Yes, yours truly, Reverend Purchase. After years of painstaking research and 3 successful hemorrhoidal operations, praise the Lord, has diagrammed a program designed and guaranteed to effectively exercise the dancing devils in your upper and lower colons. Yes.
State Hospital, Rectum, Mississippi.
Plus $2 postage and handling.
God.
Read and apply.
This is
what
proof
I have
that
said to
anybody
paper.
can do this.
And you, who have discharged with the devil, can stroll hand in hand.
Lotta Dong is singing.
Why is everybody so against me farting? Just because they do it on the outside doesn't make me a criminal, does it?
Sounds like.
Is he still in his house with the arcade in the basement?
Yeah.
And I don't intend to.
Where
stop
else will
farting
you
to
put
the end of
that
time.
mannequin?
Because
Holy shit!
Because
That's a nice
farting
collection.
is my life, and it's my constitutional right as a law-abiding citizen to fart.
What does this guy do for a living?
As God is my witness, I swear I'll never stop farting again.
I'll never stop farting again.
Just rip off Gone to the Wind.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
While we're at it.
Oh.
I have a special treat for all you
Heather's
dear
looking
people.
like somebody
The
I'd start
Medicine Wheel
talking to at a
Band
party.
has agreed to perform for us.
Oh, here they are.
Is this the special guest
Right in
band?
the living room.
Oh, Jesus, we're going to have to
Coming
watch
to
this
you
entire
from the
performance.
living room. Not bad.
Does their living room just sort of have this performance space?
I guess so. Can anybody? Something about
Right,
going
they're
out of
singing
your
about farting.
behind.
Yeah, they're singing about farting.
If I went to a party in a tux and this showed up in the living room, I'd be like, wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
All right, which member of the band is married to which member of the crew?
I wonder which one is going to be with Heather tonight. That's my question.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's him. It's definitely him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's looking for the groupies. Coming out of your behind.
Yeah, the only line I'm getting is blowing out of your behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this goes into 3 verses,
Seriously, guys, if we do this stupid song about farts in this movie, we're going to make it big. This is our ticket.
on 5 minutes of their time.
This is our ticket.
JV, can you play a YouTube video?
I don't know. Why?
Because I have my son's parody of the Selena Gomez song.
Oh.
He did a complete parody off her video. It's about farts.
Okay. Well, keep that queued up. We're always willing.
I have the link.
We're always willing to push the limits here on Booze, Brews, and Bros.
We really do. We are. Whoa.
I wish I could understand what that line is.
When you're all grown up inside, let that feeling pass.
Life is gas? Life is gas? Is that what it is?
Life is gas.
I think so.
A little flat there on the...
Oh my God, I gotta get out of here.
Wow, even they fart.
You went wild for young MC Crazy. For Run DMC. Now let your senses reel for MC
What's with the
Gassy.
mullets?
Yes, you can have his first special edition album that includes such up-and-coming hits as Blow Me Away, Can't Eat That, Love Me, Touch Me, Smell Me, Release It, Something Burns Within, Blowing in the Wind, Yo 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 Beans, Let's Air Our Differences, That Was All, Fresh Air for Mikey, and the new dance sensation, Do the Butt Band. Buy now and you'll receive a special recording of Celebrity Farts. Hear those you admire most, cut one, break wind, and let it go. This offer is
Whose
not
line is it
available in
anyway,
record
Skip?
stores, so order now by calling 1-800-555-FART or send check or money order to MC Gaseous, P.O. Box 1781, Billings, Montana, 95619.
Wait, is that a
California?
is that a party foul? I mean, were they still? I guess shit. Were they still wearing these outfits the guy has on there in 1991?
No, I don't think so. Not.
We got over that at that point, didn't we?
Only on purpose.
We kind of got over that at that point.
Yeah, we.
Did Sacco fall off the face of the earth? What happened to?
Yeah, I think he did.
Okay.
Or send check or money order to MC Gaseous, P.O. Box 1781, Billings, Montana, 95619. Don't miss this chance to add these fine albums to your collection.
Oh, I gotta get that record. I gotta get that record. Woo! all right. Yeah, well, dude, my hair's getting kind of gnarly. The salt, I haven't washed it in about 3 weeks. That's the way it looks like this. Anyway, I'll tell you another thing. When surfers are out in the water and you're having to sit on the board waiting for those serious intervals, the way
wearing a fleece in Southern California does not say beach.
But director brother, I can do a surfer accent. There's got to be a role for me in this film.
They come for like, I don't know, 4 or 6 hours. Dude. So you sit out there strapped on your board. Your butt gets chafed, dude. Seriously chafed. Oh, let me tell you, man, you can barely sit down after that. So what happens is you got to use this like talcum powder stuff, either that or Mr. Zog's sex wax, but either one is kind of sticky. So you use this talcum powder to like cure your rash, So one time, me and Ripper, Slider, Squirt, and all my dudes, we were hanging out waiting for these waves, but we were sitting on the beach waiting for them. Nothing
is this 1991 you?
1991 Brit.
He's like laying down, he falls asleep watching the sun. Next thing you know, old Ripper, he's got a bunch of talcum powder. Let me show you what he did. Hold on a second. See, Ripper, he's got all this talcum powder and he squirts it up his butt, and he walks over and Slider's like kicking back, and Ripper leans over and kind of casts a shadow right over his head, and all of a sudden just let one loose. Big puff of smoke everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know where this guy fits in at all.
White dots all over his face.
Then why does he keep coming back?
He was pissed off, man. Dude was so pissed off that we told him, be lucky Squirt didn't do it, Rock. You know what I'm talking about out there?
Why so glum, Heather? I miss Russell.
Well, I certainly don't. It's a refreshing change
willing
for
to
once.
forgive him his farting ways and never more roam. Yes, I'm gonna go get her.
Tonight's news break is brought to you by
He actually holds TV Guide with his feet.
You can't have one without the other.
That's the new trick.
Charles McFarter.
I'm Charles McFarter.
Ooh,
this is
KFRT.
Our top story tonight. Genetic researchers may have created a new type of superfood which
I
they
got
claim...
10 bucks the button break.
Say it again.
The button break.
Yeah, I was gonna say our top story tonight is the tie doesn't go down far enough, and the shirt's about ready to explode. That's the top story tonight.
Will end world hunger. For more details, we go to Dan.
I
Steiner,
wore ties in
who's standing by
1991.
live.
They were not that wide.
Thank you.
As that guy's.
That looks a little bit like David Naughton.
Charles, I'm here at the Center for Agricultural Research in Portland, where the super bean, as it's being called, was created. It's a hybrid plant, and like the soybean, can be used to simulate almost any kind of food. The designer of the bean, Dr. Raoul Lepout, is here with me now.
Lepout.
Hello. This bean of yours, how nutritious is it?
Oh, it's very nutritious, Dan. It has a minimum of 400% of the U.S. RDA for the major 27 vitamins and minerals.
Remarkable. When is the bean going to reach the marketplace?
Just as soon as we work out the last side effect.
Side effect? What sort of side effect?
Flatulence, uncontrollable flatulence, which lasts 72 hours or more.
But you can fix it, right?
Now, wait.
Well, actually, it's not.
In 1991, Lay's had this potato chip thing where they started using like non-hydrogenated vegetable oil,
right?
And it gave everybody the shit.
Yes.
Is this that?
I don't know if they're that. I don't know.
Is it that close? I'm gonna have to look that up.
You're gonna have to look it up. Yes.
Not that bad once you get used to it. Some of our researchers are living off the bean now, and they've been going strong for 2-3 weeks now.
Great. You said before the broadcast you were testing the bean in certain areas.
Right. It's on the marketplace in Houston, Atlanta, St. Louis, Miami, and Topeka. And so far, we've had nothing but...
Well, congratulations, Dr. Lepout. On that note, back to you, Charles.
Dan, one quick question before you go.
Yes, Charles?
Have you yourself tried the bean?
No, Charles. I haven't had a chance.
Thank you, Dan. I'm sure you'll be standing by if anything breaks. Now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather, so we'll go to Phil Shorts.
Because I always do my newscast in the control room.
The unusual pattern spotted in Houston, Atlanta, St. Louis, Miami, and Topeka. We haven't quite figured out why, but people have
There's a
reported
highly
strong
technical
hot
weather
winds,
map behind him.
and usually thick fog, and even some...
Does he have two what? Oh, it's a microphone and a tie clip.
Wow, that's a really low tie clip.
Yes.
It's because the tie's low.
We'll try to keep you posted as we figure out this strange weather
You didn't
phenomenon.
tie it. There's the
Thank
problem.
you.
Finally, tonight, we have an editorial from our station manager, Fred Rear.
Thank you.
Rear.
Tonight, I am...
Oh, yeah, that's his real hair.
He looks a little like Hitler. I mean, we do a little work on the mustache, and you have Der Fuhrer. You have Der Fuhrer is the station manager. Not Fred Rear. You've got Der Fuhrer, which I think it's an anagram. Fred Rear is an anagram for Der Fuhrer.
Because I am shocked by the stage manners of today's rock and roll performers. My daughter and I recently attended a heavy metal concert, and to tell you the truth, I was shocked. What bothered me the most was the way the lead singer of the band conducted himself. He kept touching his groin.
He's got that full Windsor knot going.
Yeah, it is a hell of a Windsor. That's several Windsors.
That's like, yeah.
That's Windsor Castle.
There's no
like a bath down the front of his jacket.
Present a professional image. Then again,
is that a
this is the
cigar in his
90s.
pocket?
Yes.
I'm not just an out-of-touch old
Or are
man.
you just happy to see me?
I hope there's a future
Just
for
happy
rock
to
and
see you.
roll. Back to you, Charles.
Thank you, Fred. And join us tomorrow night for...
Button's still here.
Oh, this guy can't
He's
get...
got many feet. He's got a lot of foot talent.
Besides my foot, of course. Well,
This guy just talks nonstop for an hour on a
Well,
certain
thing is, I
channel.
haven't been surfing in 4 weeks. Anyhow, back to these comedic interludes. You know, there's the infamous arm fart. You know, the kind where I can't do it because I got more class than that.
Oh my God.
But the arm fart, you know, is a killer.
Oh, yeah,
one.
he's got
There's
more
also
class.
the lip fart, you know, like
What? Britt?
I found the official website of Fart the Movie.
Oh, my
It
God.
has a contact form.
It has a what? Contact form?
Yeah, so I'm going to reach out to this director.
You have to. You have to. We have to have...
There was, there was
He
no
has like
commercial
500 credits.
1991.
Yeah, he has like 500 credits on IMDb all the way up to current, and we're going to ask to interview him about Fart the Movie.
You know, somebody called it a raspberry, but it's not a raspberry, dude. It's a lip fart. Look, I mean, that's a lip fart. It's no raspberry. Where do they get raspberry? I mean, dude, catch a clue, why don't you? Anyway, and then there's that other kind of special kind of fart, you know, the ones I'm talking about. Well, you don't really yet, but you mature fellas out there, you know, when you're getting in that really romantic mood with your baby, and you're like getting ready to do the wild thing, and all of a sudden you start doing the wild thing, then like out of nowhere comes this, you know what I'm talking about. I can see you all smiling out there, all you dudes who've experienced this, and you're like, what
You're
was
pointing
that?
the camera, buddy. We
What
can
was
tell.
that? And then all of a sudden the babe goes, is there anything the matter, honey? And you're like, no, but what was that? And she goes, it's kind of a female thing. And you're like, oh, well, that's cool. It's wild. They don't even smell or nothing, you know? And believe me, like your father, he ain't never going to talk to you
I'm
about
trying to
this.
see
It's
the
something you're
camera in
going
his
to have to
glasses, and I can't.
experience on your own, dudes and dudettes.
He's got the big reflectored sunglasses on. You know, you should be able to make out what's pointed at him. Yeah. Well, this isn't like the TV shows at all.
It's out there. Just need to tell you something, though. It's a damn good thing this chick's name wasn't Squirt.
No, you're wrong. Fat people aren't the worst farters.
Yeah,
Politicians are.
Oh, there's a haircut.
Why?
Right there.
Because they feed us so much crap during their speeches. Who's going to notice a little fart or two?
What about your intellectual types at those fancy New Age conferences?
Wait, is this the party or
One
is
of
this the
them
next
farts
channel over?
smile at each other like there's some deep communication between them that nobody else understands.
I'll tell you the worst type of fart. It's when you're the only one in an elevator. And you think it's okay to fart because, no one will notice or care. So then you get to the next floor and like 25 people get in. And they all know you did it.
No, you fart when you're walking
When I
out
did
of the
my lip,
elevator.
there she was.
Everybody knows that.
All stretched out like she was going to fly away. And she farts.
Do you know the difference between a fart at a fraternity and a sorority? Fraternity brothers usually like to see who can fart the loudest, while their sorority sisters compete with each other to see who can fart the cutest.
Personally, I think farting is a very
Was that a
dangerous
joke?
business.
I think it's
say that.
supposed to be.
Farting's as natural as mom and apple pie.
Yeah,
Two
well, all
farters
the
walking
moms
to a
on
bar.
Earth decided to fart at the same time. The combined combined output would create the largest atomic explosion ever created by mankind.
The hell is happening here?
Heather's having bed spins.
This is turning into that scene in Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And in Times Square, it's 10 more minutes to the bewitching hour.
Why does he have empty cans in
10
there?
minutes before New Year's Eve. And old Russell is home all alone. While little Miss Heather is having the time of her life.
Good evening. I'm Gene Siskelli from the Chicago Tribunal.
And I'm Robert Ebertson from the Chicago Daily.
Our first movie tonight is funny, warm, and smelly.
So now we have a Siskel and Ebert kind of thing?
The subject matter stinks.
However, Fart the movie may turn out to be something of a cult hit.
With a cult following of one.
The first part of the movie was effectively scary. It portrayed the real dramatic tension of life with a fartophobe.
Yeah, the movie starts out with Russell, an out-of-control farter, coming home from work. And he really stinks. Personally, I thought this plot development was somewhat asinine.
I knew you'd use that word.
Wait, what did I miss?
Back to the movie. Russell's also a couch potato. He's already got 2 major counts against him.
We've got a Siskel and Ebert parody here, and I wish that guy would sit
the movie.
Yeah, I wish that guy would sit the fuck up because the way he's hunched over and is driving me nuts.
An edgy veggie.
You know, the pathos of an underdog like Russell always seems to grip me.
Come on. Russell has options. He could join the addicts off and on.
I think the producer wanted us to see the struggles, the sights, the sounds, the smells, particularly the smells of a modern relationship.
They spared no expense, down to the last detail, like the wood-burn sign outside of Russell's bedroom, better out than in.
You know, I didn't find this movie to be as cartoonish as I expected it to be.
No. Now, if Russell had had a dog named Grunt, or a cat named Belch, Grunt and Belch may have pushed Fart away from the hard edge of reality it clings to.
Still, I think they could have heightened the tension in the New Year's scene if they would have let Russell fart to the rhythm of Auld Lang Syne.
I think you should be wearing my glasses because you just didn't see the point of this movie.
What the hell
It's
is
an
happening
attitude.
here?
A worldview which asks, is your colon half empty or half full?
Well, I think this movie is definitely going to open up discussions about discrimination against farters. What of these middle-aged myths do we still perpetuate?
Like men over 40 lose sexual potency?
No. I mean myths from the Middle Ages.
Oh, like is it really necessary to pass a lit match around the room when you fart?
Right. Or if you fart on a crowded elevator, is it really necessary to push the emergency button and scream chemical leak?
Or getting dental x-rays makes you fart during sex?
Yeah, flossing your teeth makes your fart set off smoke alarms.
What?
How about if you hold a fart for more than 5 minutes, you could explode from spontaneous combustion?
Well, Britt, you know that's true.
He tried
and trashed such myths. But you know my wife had dental x-rays last month, and she seemed to have a fixation for sandalwood incense.
Pure coincidence.
Fart is not a dark vision
fixation
because
for
there's hope
sandalwood
in
incense.
Russell. Big farters can now have a special operation called flottusuction, which sucks the excess gas out. I've seen guys lose 5 pant sizes over this operation.
Now, for its willingness to go after the backside of our humor, I'd say that Fart the movie registers a 5.5 on the rectum scale.
I'm going to have to agree with you in this case.
So, we don't actually give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but...
A forefinger and a thumb clasping the nose.
That's our sign for hold your nose and go see this movie. Oh, and if you wait for it to come out on video, you're in for a real treat. The producers are marketing it in a scratch and sniff box.
Right, when a flashing number comes
Really?
on the screen, you scratch the matching number on your box, and it gives you the fresh smell of farts. That's primitive.
Now, do you think this is a fair representation, this cover?
Until next week,
think
the
it is.
balcony is closed.
Definitely was in it.
He was in it. It's true.
It needs to be aired out.
Wow.
We're getting close to the end of this film. I hope it's affecting you.
You gotta be kidding.
as well as affecting me. What the hell is he?
Skewer of bagels?
It's a skewer of. Oh, this guy.
But before Wade Bassett, that's me, the guy with all this charismatic charm, splits. I'm gonna try to ruin your appetite with one more fart joke. Two friends of mine, Pee Wee Herman and Jack Nicholson. Yeah, this is what happened when one of them farted, okay? Now, the first guy's gonna be Jack in case you don't recognize the impression. All right, dudes, and dudettes, okay?
Is he trying to do
Jack
a Valley
Nicholson.
Girl impression?
Lord.
Well, ain't that a gas, Mr. Wee? Gas? Someone say gas? How about Terrell? Oh. Did you do that, Jack? No, I can't say I did, Mr. Wee. Oh, well, it sure does smell like one of yours, Jack. Dog smells his own whole face.
I submitted the inquiry to see if we can interview the director.
Nice. So I got this friend. He does really great impressions. He can do a surfer dude. He can do Pee Wee Herman. He can do Jack Nicholson.
Later.
It's 30 seconds to midnight, people. Is everybody ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Let's
Okay.
organize ourselves over here and face.
All right, here we go with the final reel.
I have some trivia at the end that's on their website.
What? Okay, there we go.
Whoa. That's the most nudity we've seen on that.
Wait. Hold on. Where's the noggin when we need it?
Oh, God. No, I know.
Whose ass is that? Is that Heather's ass?
Too late. Too late.
Honey, everything's okay. We're just having a little nightmare. Everything is fine now. I'm here.
It was horrible, Russell. I dreamt that you wouldn't stop. And then I went to this New Year's Eve party without you. And everyone started.
Wait a minute.
It was all a dream?
It was all a dream? The whole fart thing? All right, let's see.
No, the whole Heather
Look what time
piece.
it is.
The whole thing, all of it. She just said, I had this dream. You wouldn't stop farting.
Oh, my God,
5
it's
minutes
Wizard of
before
Oz.
midnight. Can you believe it? Just enough time
It's
to
Dallas,
welcome the new
reboot.
year. I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Oh, he's gonna fart. Or she's gonna fart.
Is that a fax machine on the bed?
Sorry, Russell. I couldn't help myself.
Oh, no.
Baby,
She let
it
one
happens
loose.
to the best of us. Try this one on for size.
Uh-oh. He has the most grotesque fart face.
He really does.
Well,
Oh my God!
okay, so
You're gonna love.
okay,
You're
all
gonna love
right.
this quote from Conrad.
Hold on. We got the band back.
Oh,
They got the band back together. Okay, you can do 2 songs. Okay.
Yeah. What at the end? 2 songs from Scott the movie.
I want to see if Conrad Brooks is even mentioned in here. All right, I'm just curious as to what this band sounds like at regular speed.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like a super cheap Georgia satellite.
Hey, not bad for a house party.
Yeah, right. All right, so let's go around here. Britt, I want you to describe this film in 5 words or less.
Light as a Gas, and It's a Modern World. Those are the two songs.
A lot like my home.
That's 4 words.
Oh, that was really good. All right. Valdo, you got 5. That was awesome. You got 5 words or less to describe this film?
I only need 4. But I don't know which order. That's what I'm saying. Here's the 4 words. Ready? Man farts, woman dreams.
So it describes it.
Woman dreams, man farts.
Or is it woman farts and dreams, man there? Sacco, do you have any words to describe this film?
I do, but I need to get something here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. If I can find it, I'm looking.
Have we seen Conrad Brooks mentioned?
I don't think so.
I have to back this up because I think we may have missed it.
Now they're naming each of the sections.
Treatment Center, yeah, movie review, but that's after. Where's game
I'm
show?
Right there.
These are the bomb show.
Oh, I got it.
He's okay.
Waiter, April, Dwayne. Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
Can you see it?
Yes.
There's your horrible stand-up comics.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. We can see it.
In the words of my British nana, oops, loose bottom.
You go a little cross-eyed when you do that, by the
way. Come out of the bathroom.
Oh, here we go. There it is. He is officially in the movie.
The Bong
Second
Show.
billing in his own vignette.
Look at that. There it is. Now, I'm not sure that
movie,
that it lives up to this.
Made it onto their trivia page.
He made it onto the what?
He made it onto the official website trivia page.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, so they have trivia about this. When the producers were looking for technicians to work on the movie, several trade publications, including Daily Variety, refused to run the help wanted ads until the word fart was removed from the ad copy.
Seriously?
The ads were only accepted after the title was changed to Windbreakers.
Windbreakers?
Dozens of professional technicians and actors were eager to work on Fart, but only if their names were changed in the credits.
Oh, look, they got a credit. Look at this. We can actually hire them.
We should call. Can we call?
Yeah, you want to call right now? Let's call right now.
I think we should call.
All right, Valdo, you're talking.
And say, you guys still?
No way.
Oh, we definitely got to call.
I'm turning my microphone off.
Brent, you're talking.
No, we have to. Yeah, we got to talk to him.
This number is not in service. This call will be recorded by Google for quality purposes.
By Google? Is that what it said?
That's what it said.
We're trying the second number now. You ready?
Where's 818 area code?
L.A.
LA.
Okay, Brett. It's all you.
Oh, we got to ring.
We're
Oh,
sorry.
I thought
You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
Wow, the medicine wheel band, the medicine wheel band is no longer reachable. No longer reachable.
So this film had a 30-day shoot schedule.
Yeah.
What do you think the budget was?
20,000.
50,000.
Sacco?
1991. Remember, 1991.
1991. I'm going to say 27,000.
Ooh.
$43,000 to complete.
Wow.
The producers obtained shooting permits to shoot on the streets of L.A., but the scenes in the Russell and Heather house were shot secretly without permits at a mansion in upscale Toluca Lake, California. So a 30-minute highly edited version of the movie was distributed to novelty stores such as Spencer's Gifts And funny side up, it was later recut into the current 90-minute runtime, which is why we see the I think that's why we see the extended.
Yeah. I was going to say, if we edited this, we could make it funny.
Yeah, it was originally a much smaller movie. This is the best part. One of the panelists in the Bong Show segment of the film was played by an actor named Conrad Brooks, who also appeared in several Ed Wood films. While working on Fart, Conrad told its producer with a smile, "Now I have the privilege of working on the 2 worst films of all time."
Conrad Brooks in Fart, the movie.
That's how we get
Plan 9 from Outer Space and Fart.
Yep. Oh, that's hilarious. That is so funny. Wow.
It'll be interesting to see if the... So to get this guy's contact information and all that shit, I had to sign up for IMDb.
You want to call Golden West Films?
Oh, God, no.
See if they answer.
818 numbers.
Although I did just send an email, so we should probably do this so we don't piss the guy off.
It's all you.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Wow.
You would think these numbers would have been reassigned.
I know, right?
I mean, it's like
unless they all just heard we were going to do this film and canceled their phone lines yesterday.
Yeah. I did Google the medicine wheel ban.
Is the medicine wheel ban still available?
There is a medicine wheel ban, of course. Yeah, there is a medicine wheel ban, but it's the spirit of metal.
That's not the same thing.
Looking at them, that's definitely not the same group.
They stole their name from these guys.
Wow.
So I sent my thing, and I've already got a reply back from Ray and Mijadilia Etheridge.
You already got a reply?
Sorry. Period.
You already got a reply, and they said no, comma, sorry.
And that's it. Oh my god! And it's on.
That's
it's
funny.
from an AOL account.
No way! Oh my! They are actually living in 1991. They are stuck in time.
Oh my god, that's great. That's great.
We need to be able to call back in time to make the phone calls work.
This is what we need to do, JB. We need to find some cult shit to watch that people are still alive.
Yeah.
Reach out first and say, hey, we're going to screen this, but we would love to interview somebody about it afterwards.
Yeah.
That's what we should do.
Remember?
I know.
Do you remember the early MTV Movie Awards? They'd give away like a Lifetime Achievement Award to some minor actor that's been in 10 or 15 crazy things. And it was just a gag to get somebody up and get. And then finally they got to Ron Howard's brother.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And he cried on stage. It was like the moment of his lifetime. And then they realized, oh, shit, we've kind of gone too far with this.
He was in a film called The Ice Cream Man.
Wow.
Which is a horror film that had David Naughton from American Werewolf in London. It had an actress named Marla Freese, who actually is now a psychic, and I've had her on my program talking about her work as a psychic. So I know Ron Howard's brother. Yes, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I mean, Ron Howard's brother was that little kid on Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. He's
kid,
great.
Tranya, have some Tranya with me, and he just like in this big, he's just like running this gigantic spaceship, and he's this tiny little dude.
Yeah, he wasn't quite the Opie type, was he?
No.
He
wasn't very
He's
cute.
a great character.
He was not very cute. No, he was not.
He was in Austin Powers. He played like a henchman in Austin Powers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's been in tons of stuff. But so I just get the sense we could go down that path with this.
Oh
We
yes.
start out making fun of these terrible movies, and then we invite these people in, and we can't. We have to say nice things about the movies.
I think we have to be able. And most of these actors, believe me, I work with a lot of B as being generous, horror movie actors, and they get it. They get it, and they're just happy to be relevant. And we could have some fun with that.
So I have Joel Weiss. Joel Weiss is AKA Russell. contact info on IMDb.
Oh, really?
What if we interview him?
We should interview
He's still
him.
working. The latest thing
He's still
he's
working.
done shows like 2019.
Wow.
But he's done a bunch of stuff, a bunch of TV stuff.
Well, how old would you say was in that film? 30?
Yeah, probably.
Well,
30?
yeah, probably.
So he's probably about 60 now.
Oh shit, he was in the Warriors.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, you did say that.
That's a great movie.
One of the rival gang members.
Yeah. Was it like an extra role or like an extra, or was it?
No, yeah, he was a rogue. So they had all those gangs they had to fight on the way back.
Yeah.
One of the guys was one of those other gangs.
Huh.
But that would still be cool to talk to him about that, how they made it, what it was like in New York.
Sure. And when he says, yeah, I have the time. How many viewers do you have? We can say 8. I mean, he probably hasn't had that many in a long time.
That was your peak on Twitch.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see, his IMDb star meter is 61,000. It's 61,000. I wonder what mine is.
You must freaking pay for IMDb Pro. Are you kidding me, Britt?
Yeah, I literally just signed up for it so I could get to the director's info.
You did not. You did not just do that right now so you could get that.
Right now.
Holy
no,
crap.
I literally just did. I mean, I used to have it when I was in the industry.
Mhm.
It's a 30-day free trial. I mean,
Yeah, I know. I've done that too, and next thing I know, I'm being billed $200. I'm like, what the hell?
yeah. So my star meter is 154,000. So he's doing all right.
He's doing okay compared to Britt Griffith.
40% of you.
Wow.
Well, my point was, is if he was like if my number and his number were close, he's really washed up. If his number, he's only half washed up.
Oh my God! All right. Well, I do think we've found a niche.
Oh, he was in another 48 Hours.
Oh yeah.
Congo.
Yeah. Nope. Conrad Brooks in Fart the Movie. I agree. S.A.R.T.
Yeah. So right. So what was it an acronym? What? There was no. There really wasn't.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask the director. Maybe I should respond to that. No, sorry. I'll just respond back with, okay, but our one dying question to know is why was Fart? Is it an acronym for something?
Let me ask you this: how did you pose the question of an interview? Did you say on a show called Booze, Brews, and Bros with 8 viewers?
I didn't say 8 viewers, but I said what the show was. I said, good evening. I'm from a podcast show, Brews.
You can't even say the name.
Bros.
That's part of the problem, yeah.
I know. Yeah. We watch old cult type films from time to time. We just screened Fart. We laughed our asses off. Is it possible to interview the director, Ray? All you would need is a smartphone, iPad, laptop with a camera. Super easy. We shoot Friday night, 7:30 Pacific. We drink and just have fun. Wow. But it will be a serious interview. We have so many questions, LOL.
We have so many questions. So what's going to happen?
Come up with a lot of questions.
Whatever the guy's name is doing right now, and the Conchita, whatever that you said, also was involved in right now they're Googling Booze. Where the hell is this? Are they doing this right now? Are they talking about this right now? We just increased 3 viewers, and we know exactly who they are now.
And then they're watching us.
It's true. It's all true.
Yeah. I believe
But it would still be fun, and I mean, maybe they're just too into themselves. I don't know.
Maybe they're what?
Maybe they're just too into themselves.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know what their deal is, but I know that we can get people that would want to come on and talk.
Yeah,
I know that for a fact. The problem we're going to have. The problem we're going to have is that I think we're flying under some radar here, like showing these films. I don't think Fart the Movie probably does not have any. I don't know if it has a copyright. I don't know if it's certainly not in
hit the algorithm.
Right, it's not in YouTube's algorithm to catch for copyright, that kind of thing. But if we go far beyond that, we might run into a little bit of trouble.
But
they're working.
Level,
yeah. Well, if we stay at this level, but we have to. I mean, finding films like Fart the Movie with Conrad Brooks. I mean, I happen to have this. I don't know many sources for it. We'll have to work on this. We're going to have to work on this.
It's perfect.
Well, and we don't do it every week.
Yeah. The loose stools thing, the Olestra plays wow fat-free chips using Olestra. Yeah, in the early 90s.
Was it?
They were causing people to
Here, eat our potato chips. Oh my God! Talk about marketing disasters. They give you the runs. They give you the runs.
The big fat cells that your body does not absorb.
Oh my God!
50% of the people, half of the people who ate it.
Isn't that still in McDonald's French fries?
Olestra?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they've since, I'm sure.
Oh man! All right, well let's put this one in the books and thank everybody for being here. I know we couldn't interact with chat much, but you guys were awesome. Thanks for hanging out and enjoying Fart the movie with Conrad Brooks tonight as a special film feature. And it's like it's a mugshot. It's like is that?
It's in.
It's so funny, so funny.
It was awesome.
When I picked this film tonight, I mean I had not seen it. And I thought, oh, we're going to see Conrad star in a film. And I think that's probably the closest he ever comes to starring in a film.
Funny.
And he probably said, "Listen, give me 20 copies. Just make a different cover for it. Make it Conrad Brooks and Fart the movie."
There we go.
It's classic.
Used up all
right, guys. Thanks for being here, everybody. Love you all, and we'll catch you next time. And I don't know. We'll see what we come up with next time. It should be something good. We always find good stuff. It seems, don't we?
Yeah.
Don't we?
That was good.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
All that, anything that flies under the copyright radar should be that isn't good enough to be a cult classic, but we're like, hey, why not?
We'll have fun with it. We'll definitely have fun with it. All right, here we go.